He's down there.
Shalom, shalom.
Is it picking up?
Yeah, we good. So we good.
Shalom, shalom,
Shalom.
Real Hebrew Israelites. Great millstone, Los Angeles, currently teaching out in Sherman Oaks. Before we get started in today's street preaching, we're all going to face the feet. We give all praise, glory, and honor.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well through the Spirit. That's right. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are continuing to fight and teach this thing of ours in truth and sincerity. Once again, we are Great Millstone Los Angeles, the vanguard of this truth for you so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans. We are the true children of Israel, pursuing the prophecy and pursuant to the curses that befell our nation. And we have one true living power that we serve. And this brother through the Spirit is going to break that down, because here in these last days, these are the two most important names you as an Israelite need to know here in these last days.
That's right. You have the Lord, the Most High, the Heavenly Father, the Father of spirits, and his express image that came only to die and save the nation of Israel, beginning with the hopeful elect, that house of David, because that's what the Lord's going to come establish, the kingdom of Israel, the throne of David. These are the two most important things we could ever know. Even the name of our Heavenly Father and the name of his only begotten Son, their true and proper names in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew, our language. Lashwan Kodash, which means holy tongue. Lashwan meaning tongue or language, and Kodash meaning holy. Now these be the names that are written. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Yah meaning he. Hawa meaning exists, or is, or is to be. He is. He exists. He, the existing one. For he is a rewarder of them that diligently seeks him. And in the name of his only begotten Son, who has a name that is above every name given amongst men here on earth, to the Israelite man first, and also to the believers, consisting of women, children, helps of the prophets, and those that have faith, they will be calling upon that name, even that mighty name, the name Yahushai. Yah, meaning he. Yahushai, meaning deliverer and savior. But that is exactly what he will come and do for the second time in physical form, yet as an angelic force, where we shall see him as he is, and we shall be like him. Right. Only for Israel. We're going to be changed as a nation in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, to establish an everlasting kingdom. Right? But first, it must be the fall of the present kingdoms now on the earth, and the spearhead of that is who? Esau, Edom. In order for you to know the end of the age and the coming of our Lord, you have to know who's in power. And it's Esau, Edom. But who is it? We want to explain it to you. Got it up? That's right, the water, bro. Yeah, so brother said, man, the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai, that's what you're going to hear the true prophets proclaim, and that's what you hear us say before and after every lesson of the Yahushai. So if you're ever wondering what that name means, now you know through the Spirit. That's the true name of the Heavenly Father and the true name of the only begotten Son. And with that being said, Lord willing, the street preaching is edifying to the hopeful elect, because that's who we're out here to reach first and foremost. We're not out here to gather all Israel. We're not out here to panhandle, to collect money. We're out here to do what we do best, as the brother always says, edify, prophesy, teach. Right. So with that being said, the Mark on the shop, we'll start in Acts 6.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 1, beginning at verse 6. The headline in my Bible above verse 3 says, Yahushai ascends to heaven.
And that's beautiful. The brother's starting in Acts, but we're in the Acts 2.0. Right. So you go into the Yahweh, God, Jesus Christ. Nobody ever breaks down these so-called names and explains to you what the hell you calling them. But we'll tell you plainly that, hey, the name Yahweh, you say he is, he exists, that he's the existing one, he's been before time. It explains it through the scriptures that that's his persona, that's who he is. That's right. That's who he's always been. Right. And then his son is, okay, you think he just popped up in the New Testament. No, he's been all throughout the Old. That's right. But yet his name means something. He delivers. He delivered. And that's exactly what he did. When he came as a man, he did that for his nation. He came to save his nation. So it makes sense that we're calling on Yahweh and Yahushai. You people can keep calling on God and Jesus Christ because it don't mean nothing. It's just touching the air and then dropping to the floor. our prayers are actually reaching through the clouds too. Yahweh Bashim Shai on his throne.
Go ahead, this is Act.
Before you read that, before you bring this out,
Okay.
start at verse 10. You got it.
All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 10. It says, "Be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel, that by the name of Mashiach Yahushua of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Heavenly Father raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole." By the name of Yahushua. Oh, and it says from Nazareth. Now you got to go into our history and into our land and different cities, and their names mean something. It ain't just a name and shit like fucking Rothschild Avenue or some shit. It means something. Every place in Israel, the name means something. Where Yahushua was raised, Nazareth, I believe it goes back to branch. You go back to Isaiah, to the prophecy, it said out of the branch, out of the stem, root of Jesse, out of the stem. So there you go. Yeah. Then he was born in the city of Bethlehem in Judah. Because there's two Bethlehem. Yeah. One in the north, one in the south.
Most people don't know that.
Oh, there you go. That's how you got to know the geography and the cities and names. Yeah. And even in Hebron, where David ruled for 7 years before he ruled over Israel for the next 33, right, which is 40 years total. He was in Hebron. That was a city of refuge to run when you were running for the shedder of blood. And who was pursuing David? Saul. And he went to Hebron to rule right there. So it makes all the sense in the world that he would go to that place. And then when he was in the caves of Adullam, Adullam means what? Justice of the people. Everybody that came down to bring forth a new establishment, a new administration, they all came down to David and they knew this is the man that the Lord chose. We're going to roll with him. Instead of the rest of the nation being with Saul and shit, seeing that his kingdom was deteriorating, it goes to show you what's going. And then Saul's name means desire. So Israel desired a king. The Lord gave them their king, but it wasn't the king he chose. He chose David, whose name means what? Beloved. So there you go. You got to understand that the names and cities and lands that the scriptures speak about mean something. It's telling you a story. You know, it within the story.
That's beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Acts.
Coming back to Acts 4, verse 11. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner.
And it makes sense because the Lord is known as our rock. But he's the stone, he's the first stone in the building of the new world, of the eternal kingdom, of the temple of the Lord. His son is at the basically, he's at the foundation. And it said we are built upon the foundation of what? The apostles, prophets, and Yahushua being the chief cornerstone. So really, our nation would have no foundation without the apostles, the prophets, the Lord Yahushua first and foremost. This is who you need. This is your foundation. This is what guided our people throughout all the ages. That's right. When there was no prophet, Jake was lost like a mug, man. They would always have to wait for a prophet, somebody to rise up to tell them what the hell is going on. Jake was totally lost in Babylon until the prophets ruled. That's right. Told us, like, you know why you here, man? Like, man, I'm just in America, dog. Nah, man. You in New Babylon. I kick some of the ground. You don't even know where the hell is the Lagos and shit. You don't even know why you here. But the prophets let you know that you're here. John the Baptist in Holland. In Holland? Yeah. Yes, nigga. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 12, this is the point. Neither is there salvation in any other. For there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
But what men? Right. Israelite men.
And it says that in the 10th verse. In the 10th verse, just to give you the context. So you can see why we harp on the names of the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son and the importance. This scripture alone lets you know that there is a specific name that the elect of Israel are going to be calling, man. You can't just call them any other name under the sun, like yo plate yogurt or whatever, like IUIC is saying. But that's not the truth.
But these niggas are Greeks. These niggas believe in Odysseus, Thesis, Palladius. These niggas believe in whatever name. These niggas in the Odyssey. These niggas is lost. Yeah. Niggas been lost for like 20 years, 40 years and shit.
we're not just hating, because you look at the men in the congregation, they got mixes of Yiddish names, Lashawak without names.
And none of them teach, and none of them study. You gotta remember, Israel was never a lazy people. And I ain't talking about just lazy in the sense of labor, but lazy in the sense of scholarship. Like the most comprised writings was of Israel. That's why even Alexander the Greek, with the library of Alexandria, he used a lot of the scribes from Israel to write a lot of those things down. They even wrote the Old Testament books into the Koine Greek, which we know as Septuagint. So it goes to show you that Jake was so scholarly that they took it out the Hebrew into the Greek for our people in the Greek to read. And then going down the line to your man King James, which is Jake, got all the scholars together to translate it into the English and the other languages that our people would come to speak. Yeah. But Jake has always been scholarly, just like rap music. You taking a story, you know, that you might talk about Kablam and shit. Most people don't even know what Kablam is unless you was in the 90s. But Jake know. But Jake know and shit. But Kablam like, oh man, I'm falling with you shit. I'm with you. But Jake even did that with the rap and the dialect, phonics and shit, the street vernacular. Jake did that. So how much more in the ancient world were we just scholarly? We knew about commands, different kings, kingdoms, and empires and shit that would come and go. We already had this knowledge. So how much more now, knowing the name of our God?
We're back here with something real quick. This is the prologue in the book of Sirach, the first chapter.
There it is.
Now that goes down towards the middle of the paragraph. It says, wherefore let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, basically speaking about the scripture.
But what did he just say? With favor and attention. You know, like you got to read it like real delicately, because it's like if you don't care, it's just like a math problem. You put the wrong equation up in there, you gonna get it wrong every time. So what's going on? I got -4. You're wrong. The answer is 5. But how'd you get 5 and I got -4? You did something wrong in the equation. You got to put the right thing in there, then you're gonna get the right answer.
And that's what math goes back to. That's about the truth of the matter. You can't just call the Lord whatever the fuck you want to call him.
That's right.
There's God's many, Lord's many. And then they got all these different alternative names for the Messiah, Yeshua. That's not even Hebrew.
And you got a lot of people leaving the church, and they people in the Christian church and the Catholics and the Gnostics, and everybody jumping out like, why is everybody leaving the church? Because they're literally praying, like they pretty much believe in a spirit, but they calling on this God, Jesus God, and ain't nothing happening. I wonder why. You put the wrong equation into the problem. That's right. You ain't calling on the true name, so ain't nothing happening. Once we called on the name, our elders and their elders before them called on the name, the world changed from that moment on. Our lives changed. And even in the hell that brothers is catching, we look young as hell. They're like, man, you should be looking like you 80 years old. We look younger than half the guys at our job. Why? Because the Lord is our medicine, is our healer. We call on his name when we going through. And our people been calling on fucking Jesus Christ since the days of slavery, and nothing has helped. Nothing has happened. We call on the name of Yahweh Shemashah. The hell that we catching seems like nothing, because we know the Lord has a grand plan at the end of it. Yahweh Shemashah, not God and Jesus. Yahweh Shemashah has a plan for us as a nation, a plan for us as individuals, a plan for us as husbands and sons and fathers and brothers. He has a plan for us. This God and Jesus Christ character ain't had no plans for nobody. That's why in 2020 they closed the church down, and but we better get to Don't you put that evil on me.
It says, where we may seem to come short of some words, which we have labored to interpret.
Some words which they labored to interpret, and some words they didn't really get able to translate fully. That's why the apostle, beautifully through the Spirit, the apostle Tahar, went into the blue letter, and then let us all know about the blue letter to go deeper into the words and really get them. And then even the apostle, Gabar, linked up with him, was just like a tag team, and he said, let's go into the etymology and the root of the word. And you have the apostle Lionheart, lion mind. He's like, all right, let's go into the depth of it. And the apostle God, hey, keep your medicine strong. In order for you to break it down, you gotta pray, and the Lord gonna open your mind. Having all those apostles just, bouncing off one another like a good track race with the baton. Stick. It's stick. That's it. Very much worthy of double honors. And it was the spirit, bro, that brothers that came in under the apostles just through the spirit called them elders. The apostles, before they were called apostles, they just tell the brother you call us elder, we're elders. No, the spirit got on the brothers to know these are our elders. Because they read the scripture like the church of Berea and said these are our elders. We must give them double honors. They taught us in the way. These are our fathers in the spirit, like Paul was a father to Timothy. Like they just found it through the spirit. The spirit guided us to know that these are our teachers, these are our leaders.
That's why the scriptures say, continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and basically you learn them.
And they were perfect examples because when their elders passed, some of them, others, fell away, they kept going. They didn't stop, they kept going. So they're perfect examples of who to follow. Because when their elders, King Marshal, High Priest, Ariad, certain men passed, certain men failed. The school was split. They kept preaching, they didn't stop. These other clowns went into the world and they told us that they was gonna pop them out the crib. No, you must not read from the book. They popped the blue. These niggas came out of nowhere, man. So go ahead.
It says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew when translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
That's right.
And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language.
In the laws and the prophets and the books. And when you go into the law, we go into the, Deuteronomy. Oh, no, oh. They looking at it like it's all crazy, but any scholar throughout the world will tell you Western Asia, Roman Empire, the Greeks, the Persians, the Babylonians, the Sumerians, they all practice bride price and you have the dowry. Where do we find that at? In the scriptures, in the Old Testament, right there. Oh, okay, you can sell a Hebrew to another Hebrew and they be freed after the time. And the daughter can be sold and she's gonna marry this man, things of that nature. Or it could be like a pillaging. War, and she's like, all right, you kill all the men, sack the city, take the women and the children, the cattle for yourselves. We're all right there in the scripture. But niggas in this new time are looking at, what the fuck you think they was doing in World War I? World War II, they call them war brides. When fucking Germany fell, who you think the German women went with? They went with the tank battalion with Jake, show you that Mudbound. And then you got the Russians made it to Berlin first. And guess what? They got the best of the German scientists. That's why they're fighting this war over there in the Ukraine. And they're more advanced than the U.S. Though the U.S. got German scientists too. They didn't get the best of the best. The Russians did. Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, beginning at verse 14. It reads, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Man, yeah, that's why we give double honors to the apostle. We'll have that brother bring it out. But you got to remember, these men, this is before Chat GPT, Google, and all that. These men actually went to the library and labored and studied and broke these down, printed out books, marathon classes. They did the hard labor so we can get it and understand it.
And while the doctrine is so thorough right now, you can go to ChatGPT and say, what is the Hebrew Israelites of Great Millstone?
And it breaks
think about their scripture, and it breaks it down to a T. And that's for all their labor, that's for all their videos that they've been putting out.
So you wonder why the chat is so on point. Well, we know that it's the German atomic, perfecting light. We have that in the ancient world. The Lord's going to be the truth. It's both evil and good on the net. But what you going to search out? We're going to search out the good. There's a lot of bullshit on the net, but the good is there. You got to find the good. That's why we tell you other groups or the people listening to you, you got to really go in. You got to really trust in the Lord to lead you to the right teachers like he led us to the right teachers. We ran into fucking IUIC and your boy Bach and all these other clowns. We ran into them too. We're like, okay, this is the truth, but they ain't giving me everything I want. I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry, man. My stomach is growling in the spirit. Like, then you found the apostles. He's like, this, I feel like Goldilocks. This is, perfect. Too hot, too cold. All right, just all right,
Continuing in verse 15, it says, and that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahushua.
That from a child, pretty much when you were born again, through and through. All right, hey, but they had to stop. Hey, the word make you stop. All right, so from a child, when you were born again, you understood what was really going on. It's like, oh, no wonder I never fit in. No wonder this happened to us. Okay, you understand now. Going to your fuck ass school ain't gonna teach you a goddamn thing. And even when we was learning some things, yeah, the auto shop and shit like that, we still wasn't learning nothing, man. Cause we know that the Bible is a history book. Why didn't we learn about the wars of David? Why didn't we learn about, like, I'm learning about Joan of Arc and shit, some damn demon with the armor on. I don't give a fuck about. What about David leaping over walls and the sea being split? I want to know about that. The walls of Jericho coming down. It's almost like you learn two different things. You go to Sunday school, you know, when you was a child. He's like, why don't they teach you that in history class like Moses and stuff? Because they don't want you to know that. That's your history. But then they'll start Jacob, right, in the slave trade, and the northern kingdom getting conquered by the conquistadors. That's where they'll start your history off at. But yet, there's vast history 2,000, 3,000 plus years before that. What was going on then? What was happening right there?
We was kings.
We was kings.
No, the Lord put us in remembrance.
That's right.
And we knew by just watching certain things, like when you seen Excalibur or the sword, you was like, move, like when you seen that scene, what is best in life? Like, hey, I actually like Conan the Barbarian. I didn't know why. Like, it's cool. You understood, like, something is drawing me to this movie. I don't know why. Because that was you. That's us.
Verse 16, it says, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof.
For reproof. We had to be reproved. A lot of guys still need to be reproved. Like, God damn it, man. Fuck this goddamn world. Move right. You among the brotherhood, this is a beautiful thing to be a part of. Because I'm telling you, when you don't have the brothers, man, you feel alone as hell in this world. You feel all fucked up, damn. When you think you go to your family, they don't give a shit about you, man. Now, what you want now? When you gonna pay it back, though? I got nothing, man, shit. You know, I just need to pay. So your brother, all right, you got it. You know, it's smooth. You know you're gonna get it back to the bro. And even in the scriptures say, even if the brother doesn't have the means to give it back to you, the Lord gonna give it to you. That's what we do know. So it's like, but the brother doing it out of the kindness and the grace of his heart, and then the other brother knows, like, ain't worried about it, bro. Shit, we good. The Lord got me on the back. Hey, remember me in the kingdom. Yeah. You know, give me 1,000 cap, bro.
That's what I was trying to say, bro. Your brother putting up, man, just give me the kingdom, brother. Yeah. The Lord will put me in remembrance. Like, oh yeah, brother. Concubines, man.
Yeah, bro. Go ahead,
It says, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
For instruction in righteousness. Now, we know, according to the scriptures, righteousness is what? Immortal. The Lord promised us immortality, honor, and glory. So, but the only way to there is what? The path of righteousness, not wickedness. Following Esau's path is going to lead you to your fucking end. But following righteousness is going to lead you to the kingdom of heaven.
Last verse, it says, that the man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai may be perfect in understanding, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
So you're thoroughly furnished like a house with furniture. I know me and the brother Ari and Dow used to work a job called court furniture. Now you would select the type of furniture you want, like the Beverly look, it's like 1950s, fucking Lucille Ball look. Then you got another one where I just want my cabinets and shit looking like this, my couches looking like that. And they would order it, and we would fucking load it on the truck, take it to their house, assemble the shit at the house, put it in there, move all their shit in there, move it in the house. But this is your house. Well, thank you. And they'll pay our company and we drive off. But that's how it is. We furnish the house for them. Instead of them getting the bed and going to IKEA and shit, we bring it to you, assemble it, it's there, we out. That's right. We get our pay at the end of the week, and the company get theirs, we'll pay. So, but that's it. We're doing that in the spirit. We're coming in. We'll pick you up. We're going to roll up. We're going to furnish you with the stuff you need. That's what the apostles do.
Yeah, I got you.
Good one.
This is 1 Timothy 5:17. It says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors, especially they labor in the word and doctrine.
Hey, read again, huh?
This is 1 Timothy 5 and 17. It says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honors.
So let the elders that rule well. You got to remember, we're a nation of kings and priests, but in all our cities there were judges and elders over the different cities. When you enter into the gate, you had to go to the leadership. We have that over our nation even to this time. But you have to know who your leaders are. Not no damn charlatan nigga that's just popping up. You got to remember there was dudes like that too. Your boy Jason and these other guys during the time of the Maccabees fucking bought their way into the priesthood and shit. Like, what the fuck, nigga? You supposed to be chosen of the Lord. Right. Line of Aaron. You can't just step up here like that. Same with the kings. You can't just walk yourself up into the temple. You're going to get fucked up.
They brought the wearing the hats.
Yeah.
Right,
So you got to know who your leaders are. Who did the Lord choose? Let's go back to our history. You have a Saul that was anointed to be king, but because the nation wanted a king. But who was the Lord's king? King David. Right. But he was unknown. He was in obscurity. He was in the field. Nobody knew until he slayed Goliath. Then he was known, but still he was not known to be the king. He was just known to be the giant slayer. Then he was on the run for like 15, 17 more years after that, being hunted. But yet in that time, to most people looking from the outside looking in, you're like, nah, damn, he's sketchy hell. You know, he was being trained to be a king that trusted in the Lord alone, and not in his prowess on the battlefield, not in his might to slay Goliath, not in his riches, or in his own mind, or him accumulating women. He knew that I can trust in Yahweh Shemashai alone, and I can rule this nation because he wants me to rule over his people as a shepherd, his flock. He knew that in those years in the caves, running and being in the wilderness and stuff like that. He knew I can go to the Lord for anything. Even in his messing up of killing Uriah, numbering the people and going into Bathsheba, he knew that I can go to the Lord still. Even though I've gone astray like a sheep with no shepherd, I know the Lord gonna come find me like a shepherd with his sheep. That's why he was known as a man after the Lord's own heart, because he knew the Lord's mind was a mind of a father, a mind of a shepherd to go get his sheep, to go get his children. There you go. And that's what David was over the nation.
I got something. This is Isaiah 3 and 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path.
Because what path we supposed to be on? The old path. Right. We supposed to be on our way back to Zion. You know, the road to Zion. But a nigga going some other way.
Magic City.
Yeah, you going, the niggas ain't even seeing the red flags. Niggas want to go to Six Flags, though. It's like, come on, you got to see the red flags of these other groups. Like, if they don't know the name, like, why am I following this nigga? He don't know the name of the guy that I want to worship and call on, but he tell me we ain't got it.
He tell me essential.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest,
I don't know, somebody.
And to be honest, sometimes it's easy as just looking at the name of the organization. If
Right,
you follow the
right.
Hebrew Israelite organization, Christ in the acronym, that should let you know already that they don't have it.
But everybody in the congregation got Hebrew names.
Right.
Make no sense.
In Israel. What the hell? You sound like a damn nigga supposed to be in the IDF and shit. Hey, for real.
He's linked to the beast at one time as a detective.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Maybe he did.
And if you add the time frame up where he was a detective, this was also during the time IUIC was established.
Being established.
So you know, you put two and two together.
And they financed the demon. Like, I mean, shit, hey. You are the cop! Yeah.
Right.
I got my chest. Go ahead.
Going back to 1 Timothy 5 and 17, it says, let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor.
And that only happened among Great Millstone. You cannot say it's among any other group. And it was spiritual. It wasn't like it was forced upon us to do that. It was just a spirit. Like, hey, I gotta give honor to these men that taught me. They giving honor to the men that taught them. We wouldn't even know about King Mashal, High Priest Arya, the elders Yaquab, and all them the elders during that time, even the seven and all that was going on in the old school. We would not know about this without our elders telling us that. And it's the same throughout our history. We wouldn't have known of the generation before what the Lord did in the generation that preceded us without our elders being there saying, am I the only one that believes the old stories? And then you hear about the stories of, and you believe in the Lord. It can never be a generation where we forget what the Lord has done. And this generation is no different. We've been reminded who we are. And then you got clowns talking about, oh no, go and get the jabby jab. Go on. I ain't afraid. I'm gonna get. It ain't about being
I gotta
afraid,
eat.
nigga.
You gotta eat.
Hey, the stupid nigga. It ain't about being afraid, nigga. We ain't afraid of nothing. We free out about you, we ain't afraid of nothing. It's the principle of what the Lord told us to do and to not do.
They should have went straight to the scripture.
Yeah.
Straight to Sirach 12. Never trust thy enemy. That should have been a staple scripture coming out of their mouth.
Right.
And they stay pushing the law.
Oh,
but don't the law
right.
say we're not supposed to make any cuttings in our flesh?
Yeah, it is, bro. So
They stay
you can go there to like during the time where you ain't supposed to trust this nigga, he can't be trusted. Then let's go back to the law. Especially you can't. The law, this, that, and the third. You the government of Israel. What is it?
Masharah, Yasharah.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Whatever, man. But let's go back to the law. The law, that's what kept us stable. All right, we ain't gonna take it.
Yeah,
Because we can't get no cut.
They thought they was doing something to us by not inviting us. Man, the Lord kept us from that
Yeah,
madness.
that's
right,
real,
that's
bro.
right.
And like you said, there's some chairs being thrown. All you would have heard is that bow boom.
Yeah.
Niggas getting shot in the room. Like on the Odyssey. Like on the Odyssey. Weapons getting dropped down and shit. Grab. There be chairs moving in that place. We don't want to be among y'all. They said, can the two walk together? Lest they be agreed. Even if you're an Israelite, doesn't mean we got to walk with your brothers.
Right.
You got to remember it was a civil war among the tribes. For clear differences.
Right.
The north going after idols and shit, a pocket of the north fleeing down to the southern kingdom and dwelling among them. And then you had just the rest of the north going the fuck up. And then the Lord even do a prophet was like, hey, Ephraim is joined at the idols, leave that nigga alone. And then it said they are vaunted, they are vaulted, and they are gone. Like these niggas are gone. So, the Lord like these niggas are gone, So the Lord like just leave them alone, man. And then even the south fell. And then it's like, we can't go with y'all if y'all bugging out. Like the disciples, they said, should we rather obey men or the Lord? We gonna obey the Lord.
It's Romans 15 and 5. It says, now the God of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded, one toward another, according to Hamashiach Yahushua, which that's founded in the doctrine. That's the foundation of the doctrine, is Yahushua. All right? But it says that you may, with one mind and with one mouth, glorify the Most High, even the Father of our Lord Hamashiach Yahushua. To go into what the brother just said about coming together with these other camps. We can't do that, man. We can't be linked up with these other guys who've been teaching other things outside of what we already learned from our apostles. This ain't about just the Israelite thing, an Israelite party. We all black, we all day. This ain't that, man. You know, we gotta be commanded to be of like mind, one doctrine, one spirit.
That's right.
See, and it's all according to the scriptures. It ain't about our emotions and stuff like that.
And that's the main thing. I'm glad you said that, brother, because if we base the way that we act and our conduct based on the reality of the scripture. Yeah. When I say that, what I mean is the law, statutes, and commandments, not how we feel or how we think or how the world perceives us. It's what Yahweh Shema Shai feels, how he thinks, and how he wants us to conduct ourselves.
That's right. That's
Apostle
right.
Paul mentioned peace and mercy upon the Heavenly Father. It says those that walk according to this standard. Like,
right.
what you're saying, bro. Particular way to move.
Yeah. And that's the most faithful thing you can do is to do the will of the Lord. Like, the world is against us. We don't give a shit. The Lord is for us, man. The Lord is against this punk ass world. Why be for it? Or try to move like it when the Lord is against it? Be for him. That's right. He'll be for you. That's it. We have to do what is written. We have to do what is commanded of us. A lot of dudes want to do their own thing. No, I got my own breakdown. And, all right, bro. But if it don't link with the script, you off. And you have to acknowledge the rebuke that a brother gonna give you as you off. I'm off. Let's break it down. And then get the right breakdown and then teach right and apologize and pray to the Lord and repent and do the right thing. And do the right thing, that's all you gotta do. And it said confess your faults one to another. If you going through something and it's just out of your power, go to the brothers, man. We saying it, jokingly, because let's do that work. You know, he said, I'm all fucked up, Dad. But he's down there crying out to us. But we got to do that among brothers, man. I'm fucked up, brothers. Well, for sure help me. Can brothers lay hands on me? Can brothers pray for me?
Right.
And you confessing that you ain't got it. We ain't all got it on our own. We're all collectively together. There's 12 tribes. Not just one tribe, not just Judah. 12 tribes, one nation. That's it. But we all need one another. We all need each other. The patriarchs needed Joseph to read it, just as his dream prophesied. Like, y'all gonna die to me. Y'all gonna come to me. They all bowed down and acknowledged, oh, it's Joseph. So, same thing with the tribes. We all need each other. We can't do it on our own. Even the north, when they was getting hunted, they still getting hunted. Who they call out to? Their brother, Judah. They call out to the southern kingdom to help.
Where y'all at?
They ain't called the damn Moabite, ugly ass Ishmaelite. That was spiritual, man.
This is James chapter 5, verse 16. It says, confess your faults one to another.
Woo! There it is.
And pray for one another.
And pray for one another. You know, brothers might bump heads and stuff. It's like, you got to get to a point where you ain't got it, bro. This punk ass American society is bugged, especially now. Like, when it was still the nuclear family, when you got married, your families can join. Even in the ancient world, families would conjoin to help each other out. Like, and your uncle knows the guy to get this brother a job and shit like that. Now you gotta fucking do everything on your fucking own, and you can't. And it's like, I do my own thing, but you can't do it on your own. You need a community. That's right. And I don't even like using that fuck ass word. Really, you need a congregation.
There we go.
You need a congregation. You can't do it on your own. You know.
It says, and pray for one another that ye may be healed.
That you may be healed of whatever it is, demon, Satan, your own ego, pride, whatever. Right. We all battling this. We can't not battle this. You know, we in the flesh still. Right. We need help, but we got weapons to fight these enemies.
That's the top weapon.
Prayer. Ooh, they got to be a prayer warrior. Keep medicine strong. Keep medicine strong. And if you ain't got an actual prayer in your own right, let's jump into the Psalms. Let's jump into the script and get what our forefathers said. What they cried out. I'm crying out the same thing.
Those are Israel's greatest hits.
Yeah, the greatest hits. Even our women folk was praying in the spirit, man. Judah's prayer was beautiful. Esther's prayer, which is Hadassah, was beautiful. Or the prayer of Samuel's mother, Hannah, was beautiful. So it's like, come on, even our women was like, you know, sing it to the Lord, and you can say that same prayer, and the Lord gonna move. I'm telling you.
The prayer brothers push off in is the anointing prayer.
That, and then you have ultimate, the Lord's prayer.
That's right.
That covers every basis of everything. That's right. Go ahead.
Finishing it off, it says, the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much.
Woo. So you gotta believe in your prayer and that you're doing the righteous thing. You ain't moving like no damn.
Say that again, brother. You gotta believe. Don't just say it just to say it. You gotta pray in faith, man, that the Lord is actually gonna do what you ask.
And the Lord may not move on your time at the exact moment, but believe in that prayer, even if you have to say it a million times. Hey, the Lord heard it, like Daniel, for example. The Lord said he heard his prayer. When he first prayed, it was about a month later. And the Lord sent the angel. He's like, but I had to work on the mind of the prince of Persia, and I had to get Michael to help me out. But I heard you on the first day you prayed. It goes to show you that the Lord is moving on his own time, but he hears you.
Yeah.
He hears you, and he's gonna move on it in his time. But know that he hears you.
And it's always the right time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always the right time that he comes all the time. The Lord is never, Yahweh Shemel Shai has a 100% success rate. He's never he's never fucking lied. He's 100% true.
Yeah.
And see, now we're seeing the things that we came out of.
Yeah.
The bullshit that we came out of, and seeing it every day and walking with the Lord every day, we see how he's moving. And the Lord, my favorite scripture says, be still and know that I am. So we being still in every aspect, even though we are, even though in these bodies, but we are yearning for something great, and we see something great coming on the horizon.
That's it.
Which is what? The kingdom of heaven.
Woo!
The kingdom of heaven is right at our fingertips.
Look what the apostles
You know?
went through. 9/11. This brother in particular, that brother right there, the brother Ayan, brothers have gone through shit that you would be in the spirit realm for, or you would have unalived yourself for, like shit that has these niggas in the world just unalive themselves, jump off a bridge, drive fucking crazy into fucking oncoming traffic, jump into the ocean, nigga, walk into oncoming traffic. Like, but what kept us stable? What kept us stable? The name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Like the brother said, the Lord has 100% success rate. Right? We in good hands, better than all states.
Yeah.
We in good hands, man. We in the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's why I always look at brothers. I just thank the Lord that brothers are still here. Like the Elder Barak says, count your blessings. You can be in a worse fucking state, but what do we have that nobody else really has? The name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. These dudes in the world think the money gonna say they punk ass. But I experienced something earlier this week, and then we had cyber attacks in about 12 states, bro. Had cyber attacks hit their ass. And I got a list of them. But I even experienced it on Monday, where I go get my gas early in the morning because the elder Muazzak would say those tankers would come late at night, and they would fill up those gas tanks, and they'll dig deep into the ground, and the gas would be cold. He said it'd be better for you to get it early in the morning or very late at night. Don't get it in the daytime, shit gonna evaporate. Shit gonna evaporate like nothing. So I get it early in the morning, I go to the pump, everything on, lights on, everything. I click the little button, the 87, right? The regular, right? And then it goes to 0, right? From the number that was on there originally, it goes to 0. I'm pumping the shit, shit ain't moving. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm like fixing it. I'm like, maybe it's the nozzles. Look at that, it still ain't moving. I'm hitting the goddamn button. I was like, calm down, calm. Then I'm getting fucking frustrated. I'm getting mad and shit. Then I go to the window. I was like, hey man, it ain't working. I was on number 8, right? He's like, go up, try number 6. And I went to number 6. Same shit. I was like, what the fuck going on? And then a dude over there, he's pumping his gas. He's like, hey man, your gas won't work. I was like, nah, it ain't working. We walked both up to the window, and I'm thinking in my mind, cyber attack. It could go down. I was like, this could be it. And I was like, oh shit, I might not make it work. But I went to the next gas station down the road. That one was working. But it just let me know in real time that the Lord's like, any day. This shit, the cyber attack, it can hit infrastructure of Babylon. It can make everything look like it's up and running, but the shit ain't working. You go to ATM, the shit working like usual, you put no damn number in, no money coming out. Well, like I went to the gas pump. The shit's working, the lights and shit is on, but no gas coming out. Then what you gonna do? First thing I thought was, I'll buy some shine, put the brothers up, and I'm gonna try to get back to the pad. I was just thinking like, what would be my scenario? Then I asked this brother when I got to the job, like, all right, bro, it all just went down today. What would be your first thought? What would you do? So I just put that in brothers' minds, like, what would you do when all this shit is just done and the preaching is done? We're gonna do exactly what we did in 2020. Praise the Lord and see what he wants us to our next move to be.
Yep. Yep.
You know, because we're not like other people. Because the dude was calm because I was calm. Yeah. Hey, man, you don't calm down. So he was cool because I was cool. If I was like, never fuck, like if I was getting all crazy, he get all crazy. What the fuck? He probably go shoot the nigga out the window. I walk over there and see what the fuck going on. And I said, Lord, if all these pumps are down, this dude gonna give me my money back. Lord, if you're home, you get it. That's spiritual. Yeah. Also, like, because yeah, something like that can happen at any time.
Anytime.
You can be going through your daily life, and all of a sudden, you never know where you're gonna be at.
Yeah.
That's why all these preppers that are prepping shit, that ain't for them. That's for the men of the Lord, man.
You can get that real quick.
That's all it.
Real quick verse. 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. See, when you least expected things can pop off.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to be on your watch. You got to stay prayed up. Anything can happen. You got to be spiritually prepared first and foremost. You see what I'm saying? So,
especially brothers that are in this truth that have families. Ain't no guarantee you're gonna be with your family when the lights go
I
out.
always talk to this brother about that. The brothers that got seeds and the little lady, you know, fancy. It's like you may not be with it. That's why I say when brothers leave your home, you ain't about to go in you know, like Chris Sprinkle and shit, going through the halls and shit, anointing your whole family in different rooms and beds and stuff. You just anoint yourself, say the prayers, say their names, and then take off. And before you get in that car and turn the ignition on, you say a prayer for you and yourself and to get you through the day, because you never know. It might go down while you at the job. It might go down early in the morning like what happened to me. So I got to work. I'm trying to get the gas. Shit ain't fucking working. What the fuck? knew, oh, this might be it. Got it out.
Real quick one, it goes along with the one the brothers just brought out. This is Matthew 24 and 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. And the point is be ye also ready. You know, because even us, even though we know the truth and we know the prophecies, we know what's coming, you know, it's still somewhat going to catch everyone off guard. We don't know the exact time and moment these things are going to pop off. So like Yahushua said here, just be ready. Always expect, you know, the worst of what's coming.
Yeah, back you up just like when the C-19er popped off. Yeah. You know, but we wasn't expecting that. Right. We heard about this so-called disease popping up, but we didn't expect Esau to shut everything down, man. You know, that totally, as we know now, it changed everything. So that was a big event within American history.
Hey, what was the time frame? Because the person said it was in China.
China.
And
it made it
that
across
was like around December. And then it hit Babylon like around February, somewhere
March,
around there.
late February, early March. Before
Shit got real.
Well, after we held the soccer season, it was out,
About
right?
3 months. Yeah, so somewhere around there, bro.
And they kept getting warnings about the shit. January, I think it was like a war scare, World War III, and then February came. I think Kobe died and shit.
Oh, yeah,
Kobe died in
January.
And in February, niggas was bugging out, and niggas on V-Day just crying for Kobe and shit. Black Mama. And then boom, come March, you know?
Yeah, right.
And they were still crying for this dude, like, in March. I remember this on the bus, and R.I.P. Kobe and shit. God damn.
That was it.
That was it, I
Yeah, that was good.
I got something.
Kind of passed already.
Go ahead,
This is Job. This one you want me to call?
Yeah, that's the one.
This is Job 27 and verse 17. And it reads, it says, he may prepare it.
It's what I'm talking about, you preppers out there. See, Lord ain't missed not one of you clowns. You damn atheists and niggas that don't believe in him. Romans 3:3. You preppers, you right here in Job. You damn physicians, you in Job too. Physicians with no value. Fucking Fauci. I plead the fifth. I plead the Job. Plead it. What color is my tie? Me and Sherman was laughing, and there's an episode of SpongeBob. He's like, hey, I'm talking to you. What color is my underwear and shit? Like, slapping the nigga and shit. He's like, he's looking at the dude. I plead the fifth. Go ahead.
This is Job 27 and 17. He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Woo! And that's it. Because when the economy crashed, you know, gold and silver is really of value. Best believe we're going to go back to a bartering system. Because there's going to be a lot going on when the system goes down. People will be bugging. I remember that one Green Beret Edomite dude. He was saying, when everybody else is glued to their fucking TV screen, that's who wouldn't do it. What is that? 12 to get any fucking direction before they shut shit down. It's like, God damn.
Yeah, because Jake has a delayed reaction sometimes. They're just going to be sitting and analyzing shit. Like, wait a minute. That's the one, though.
They going to be like the anchovy niggas and shit on SpongeBob shit.
He also said by the time you realize, like, okay, you're going to try to get to the highway, guess who's going to be there? Raiders, everybody's going to be on the highway, but also people, raiders and whatnot. Looking at the tape, what you got at that very you got all day.
Movies show you that. You gotta get your ass on the freeway, man. All these movies show you that. It's gonna be packed.
And it's going to turn into a park.
And then you gotta be like your boy Kevin Bacon and shit, just already ready, just roll. These niggas don't know, but I know.
Leave the world behind.
Leave the world behind. Yeah, go ahead.
That was it.
Oh, read it again.
This is Job 27 and 17. He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
As the preppers, you may prepare it, and you don't know where the hell you're gonna be when it really goes down, right? And then guess who's gonna stroll upon it, just like gonna leave the world behind. The girl found that red door on the house, waltzed up in there, and was chilling and was eating, watching Friends. But that's it. But while the people that prepped it was in the city some damn where with jets and shit was blowing shit up. And like I told brothers, like 2 years ago, like around the Passover time, I seen jets flying low where you can see the belly of the plane low. And that's not authorized for them to fly low over populated cities unless it's fucking wartime, bro.
Hey, just today there was a military helicopter flying over the job.
There you go.
And where they was going.
Right,
Oh,
Lockheed
shit.
Martin. You never really know, because it is a base not too far from where we at. So it's and then they're on high alert because Iran threatened fucking Trump saying, if you hit our installations, we gonna hit your infrastructure, and we're gonna hit the bases in the region. And we're gonna really, and then we're building, and we're gonna get missiles that can reach Babylon. And he's like, we want the American populace to feel, to know how it feels to have rockets raining on their ass. So we here.
It says, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
The innocent is the elect. It's Israel. We're gonna divide the spoil. Because what is spoil? It ain't just gold and silver. It's access. It's land. It's cattle. It's women folk. It's all those things. And guess what?
Good clean girl.
Good clean girl, right? Why they grabbing other niggas off the car to go to the crane, huh? Then the women go be running after the pros, like the brother that had that vision. He said he was just driving through the city, and he noticed and he knew that he was the only man in the whole city and shit. Like, what the? You the only man from mile? Best believe every place you walk into, women gonna be in there acting extra nice, because they do this dead, just like the scriptures say. They gonna be mourning, having no helpers, no husbands, no bridegrooms. You see that in the crane. You know? That's it.
Young got something.
This is Matthew 24. Let's see, starting at verse 15. And just to qualify, Yahushua was going into 70 AD, but this applies for now as well. This is Matthew 24 and 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
That's what happened to us in 70 AD. We didn't have nowhere else really to go. But we did have a plan, because you got to remember, Jake was already scattered in other places. So certain Jakes knew where to go. We can go to the interiors of Africa. We can go into Greece. We can go into further east in Asia. We can go that way. So Jake knew where to go. But Yahushua told him about 40 years earlier, this is what's going to happen. Get the hell out. Get out of Dodge.
It says, verse 16, then let them which be in the mountains flee. Salakia, then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains.
Going to these other nations.
Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house.
Because it's going to be a slaughter. It's going to be an onslaught. You ain't going to have time. The Lord is pretty much depicting that everything is going to happen so quick, you ain't going to have time to do nothing or think. Just get out. Same thing that happened, the reason why Ezekiel's wife died and the Lord told him not to mourn for her was a foreshadowing of Jerusalem being taken down by the Babylonians, and the Lord letting them know that things are going to happen so quick, so much death is going to be happening, you're going to lose your children, and the old going to die, and the temple going to be sacked, that you ain't going to have time to mourn and think or cry or fucking do anything. Everything's going to be happening so fast. That's why he told him, don't cry, don't mourn, don't do nothing. Because it's going to be so fast that Jake's going to have a blank fucking stare like, what the fuck's going on? It's going to be happening so quick. That's why the Lord said, just get out. Leave. Don't even go get a coat. just leave.
It reads, neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
And there it is. You just in the field. You can't even go back home to get your clothes. Just like the brother said, you can be at work, slaving and shit. That's why I always try to keep some shoes and some change of jackets and shirts in the car. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know where the fuck you gonna be. When you all my shit is at the pad, you ain't gonna be able to get that to the pad, man. So, or it might be a military takeover in your particular part of the city. Or the power might be out like that city up north in Cali that they couldn't call 911 and shit just shut down. It could be like that. The fuel pumps ain't working. Niggas all at the gas station, niggas yelling, screaming. One nigga banging, bitch twerking, all type of shit be going on. You like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. But everybody gonna be going to the same spot. Well, I gotta go to the grocery store. A million niggas going to the same thing. I go get gas. A million niggas going to get gas. Hit the freeway. Thousands of niggas on the freeway. Great. So it's like, you got a little bit more up?
No, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, something to just go along with that. Second Ezra 16 and 40. Oh my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle.
To that battle. So you got to be ready, you know. And it's beautiful how the Odyssey came out, right? And then, you know, made over $1 billion and shit in the box office, right? And all niggas talking shit, but yet any movie with Jake in it goes far beyond the expectations of the damn Edomite, man. But $1 billion and shit for this movie. More than Troy, more than Gladiator, more than those period pieces, which is dope as hell in movies. But this one far exceeded the why. It's spiritual and had Jake in there. There was a man. There was a war, you know. There was a trick. There was a plan. Break down the walls of Troy.
Yep, it says, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils, bad times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Pretty much you moving, and the pilgrim is passing through. They ain't staying there. They're like, all right, we here today, we going tomorrow. Like, it's a pass through. This is not our destination. This is not our home. This is a traveling through area.
Hey, I got real quick testimony. A little less than a year ago, I was at working underground in a facility, and the power went out for like 10 seconds, and everybody got quiet and was just looking around. And in my mind, I was ready to like just creep out and just leave the job. Because in my mind, I got excited, like, oh shit, is this it?
Yeah.
I was ready to be a pilgrim.
Into the bushes and shit. I felt the same way with the pumps.
I wasn't like bugging out, like, oh shit, I gotta go home because I got my family at home.
Wait, that was it?
Yeah, that was it.
You got a little bit more?
I had a definition real quick. This is just for the word pilgrim in the definition dictionary. It says one who travels to a shrine or holy place as a devotee. So that's basically our journey. We're on a path back to our land, back to the holy place, back to Jerusalem, into the kingdom of heaven. We understood that, you know, coming here to America was a temporary thing. We were just placed here as a punishment, but in the times to come, now that we're reawakened, we know Yahushua is on his way to get us up out of here. So when these evils unfold here in Babylon the Great, we know from then on now that that's a sign that we on our way up out of here. This was a temporary state any damn way.
That's right.
We served our punishment, and now we enter into the time when the Lord is about to send judgment upon this place.
That's right.
Destroy it, but the elect is going to get beamed up and taken back to
I got
home.
something.
And what Jake ain't understanding is that the scriptures is like that Trojan horse, man. Everybody know the story. Once the horse got in there, it was over for Troy. Once the scriptures start coming out and the prophets arrive, it's over. You should know that. So Jay, we telling you, get your ass out of Babylon, not physically. You can't fly no goddamn where. War is every fucking place. You gotta spiritually get out and trust in the Lord that He's gonna get you up out of here. That the Lord gonna get you up out of here. But we got work to do though. Just like those man and the horse, they had to suffer that shit until they got in. Then they had to still complete the fucking mission and open the gate. The rest of the army, man. So we have a mission to complete. We have a job to do. Then we're gonna get extracted out this place. And that's on the Lord's time.
Yeah, I got something.
You got it, huh?
Go ahead. This is Ephesians 5 and 15.
I got a little sword.
It says, redeeming
Get
the...
ready for the battle, sis.
That's spirit. You know, this is Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, seeing then that you walk circumspectly.
Hey, you gotta walk with your damn eyes in your head. Now your eyes in your phone. Now your eyes in your ass and shit. Or somebody else's ass. You gotta walk with your eyes on the prize. You gotta walk with your eyes in your head. Go ahead, up.
It says, seeing then that you walk circumspectly.
Looking around. A circum means circular. Spec means to look. Circum, around, spec, look. Look around. Stay alive, let demon drink this shit. But yeah, you're right. Go ahead, huh?
It says, not as fools.
Not as fools. Now, what's a fool? He that believeth that there is no God. Just because you ain't hearing it in your church doesn't mean the Lord ain't in there. And He told you, I don't dwell in temples made with hands. Told your dumb ass, nigga, I ain't in that church. I'm in the book, though. and I have my men out there going into the book for you. But you so dumb, you gonna go past the video of Brother Amon or Brother Apostles or the brothers out there in Dallas really breaking it down, or it might be an anime or King David fucking people up, and you don't stop and go, oh, what's this, man? Oh shit, I ain't never seen this anime. Then lead you to the brothers preaching. You ain't gonna stop for that. You gonna go to a nigga rocking Jordans or some podcast nigga talking about bullshit.
Get your money up.
Get your money up for some shit. When the money ain't shit, and you go to an economist, they'll say we're all fucked. If you want some nigga get your bag, who you want to listen to? The economist that knows the economy, or some black nigga trying to get a bag? And you gonna be in the body bag.
They're bringing it out that the American dollar decreased in value. I think it was 70%. Something like 70% since the time it was first, came about.
And then it ain't backed by shit. You know, it still got power, but it ain't backed by nothing. And it was backed by the oil, but all those infrastructures where they get the oil production is getting fucked up by the Iranians. So that's even more hurting these devils over here.
It's probably worse than what we think.
Yeah,
that's just what they report when they tell us.
Yeah.
So they don't tell us the whole
truth.
truth.
They tell you the whole truth.
I don't know.
But as wise.
So don't be a fool. Be wise, because a wise person knows that there is a power, that we got a limited time, that we need to be looking at these signs that just happened in the heavens this week.
Yeah.
Solar eclipse, complete. You know, meteor shower, six planetary alignments. The new moon is changing it. Shabbat,
all that.
double Shabbat within that same week, but it was a gap in between.
And then you have 3 earthquakes.
Oh, there it is.
You know,
they're still digging niggas up from the rubble that happened in Colombia. So damn, a lot is going on.
Yeah.
But yet niggas still gonna play like shit ain't going on.
Yep.
You can't go to no damn bar if the drink is whack. The club scene is weak as hell. The bitches is crying. They going to a damn speed date. They get one nigga sit at the table. He said, "Oh, I just sat down because the chips was right here." I didn't sit down to find love. I sat down because I was hungry. I don't know, I'm broke.
I heard there was free food here.
There's free food and shit. That's it. But everybody's languishing and bugging out, and they still think there's life in this goddamn place, and it's not.
Yeah. It's verse 16, Ephesians 5 and 16. Redeeming the times because the days are evil.
You got to redeem the time, which means you got to buy back the time you was wasting, man. And the Lord is going to give you time, but yet time in itself is speeding up. You better have time to goddamn think. When you turn this way, the sun's setting. Turn that way, the sun's rising again. Back to it again. And everybody else just mobbing at the job like this is going to go on. Forever. It's like, no. This shit is through.
And that's why the scriptures tell you to measure the time diligently, man. So you know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
You know, like the brother said, you got dudes in the world just going day by day. Like this hamster wheel's going to continue, man. Shit's about to get progressively worse. And Yahweh Shai warned you of the things to look out for. And those things are taking place in spades right now.
They ain't ready. And niggas don't want to get ready. And what they ain't understanding is you got to look at what's going on in Ukraine. And then they almost assassinated this nigga Trump when he was on another plane, a snakes on the plane shit. So it's like, and then Iran is threatening the homeland. We gonna shut your shit down. We gonna fuck shit up, you know. But niggas think they just bluff. Nah, they fucking your bases and shit up over there. Why you think they got a fucking draft online? They only implement a draft when they know, okay, we need people to go to the meat grinder, which is World War III. Right? They had a draft in World War I, the Civil War, World War II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. And those were the wars that really changed the world. So don't act like this is just, it's Desert Storm. They ain't had no fucking draft in Desert Storm.
Hey, that's what we all the time bring up. This is the same calendar as World War I.
Oh, yeah.
2026.
Bro, and even though conventionally a war was declared in fucking late July, but best believe it, war is going on. Shit escalated from July till now. There's so many theaters of war right now that it's more hostile. It's more hostile now, and it hasn't been this hostile since the end of World War II. If you can get that in the chat.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead,
This is Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Now you go into the word prudent, it means to be careful. or sagacious, which means of a quick perception. Like you supposed to see, oh shit, you supposed to like know
You have
what
some
the
kind
fuck
of
is going on.
discernment about yourself.
Yeah,
Right,
you
right
can't
there.
be a dummy, doom scrolling, looking at a bitch's ass and shit. Like, goddamn, all right, like, come on, man. That's gonna be the last fucking thing you think about when your fucking car goes. Yeah, dude, where's my car? Like, type shit. Like, and you ain't gonna know how to get home. Your ass 5 cities away from home, and you gotta like mom, and everything is out. You gonna be scared as hell. Oh shit. And the nigga got the fucking clogs on, some goddamn house shoes. That's why niggas, I be mad at niggas in the store with fucking house shoes on. I'm like, nigga, if anything go down, you through, you slide it. You slide it out the sliders and shit. Good, huh?
That was it. And the example of the simple passing on and are going to be punished is you still have people that think if we all just come together as American people and stand against the government, like they can't fucking do this, we have rights. Like those are the simple people that are about to be punished.
But they haven't done shit yet. You have all the means, like all these other countries that got bats and fucking clubs and shit. They taking it to their fucking government. And you niggas got guns and you ain't taking it to yours.
Hey, what a lot of these Americans don't
Come
even,
on, man.
a lot of these Americans don't even realize that it's in your own constitution.
That you can?
That you can rise against the government if they're wicked. So what the fuck y'all waiting on, man? All y'all just sitting on TikTok talking shit. Go do something about it.
And they showed that they're wicked and they eat
We need to
children
stand
and
up.
kill babies and shit and drink blood.
Oh, look, you got people that protest. After all of these years, they're still protesting and marching with signs.
And they don't know.
Nothing has changed.
And they don't know what a protest is. A protest, really, when you march, like we're gonna march. What is a march? It goes back to a military warfare. When you're marching on a fucking city, a capital, a village. Yeah, like I told brothers last week, I said there's 2 types of men in this world. I got this demon on the podcast. There's 2 types of men in this world. There are villagers and pillagers. And we're the villagers, man, because we already see we foresee what's going on. Like, we gotta get what's ours. But a villager is like, all he knows is his life in the village and the milkmaiden and his cow and Jimmy over there and Lassie. What is it, girl? That's all he knows is the village. But a villager has seen the world, he's been conquered, sailing, he knows the world.
Yeah. And what's that good part? You just put the women and children to bed and go look for the fucking
That's right, bro. That's right.
So Matthew 6 and 2, and it reads, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, you say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. Verse 3, and in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering.
Yeah.
O ye hypocrites, ye discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the time.
Like, come on, how can you not see the sun? Like, oh, it's an eclipse. You put the glasses on, looking like a demon. But these eclipses are happening too close to each other that eclipses wouldn't even happen until 100 to 200 years away from every other month, every other fucking month, every other year, every other goddamn week. It's like getting all simultaneously. An eclipse, then a fucking meteor shower, then a blue alignment, then a blue moon, then a war and shit. They're like, goddamn, like it's happening too simultaneously that it cannot be just coincidence.
Right.
There's no such thing as that. It's a sign in the heavens, just like the scriptures say. You can get that.
I got one. This is Joel chapter 2, beginning at verse 30. The reason I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth.
Wonders in the heavens.
That was a wonder that just took place on the 12th.
Right?
Yeah. That eclipse, a meteor shower, and a planetary alignment. All at once.
And double Shabbat. So it was both physically known in the world of what was going on, and then spiritually to us.
Because it took place at the time of the new moon, the meteor shower could be seen better because of how dark it was.
Right, straight across the sky.
That's right.
Yeah, there was there was those chariots that I think it was NASA that saw. It was like 20 of them. That went across the moon. That's another sign in the heavens.
Another sign.
That's the angels of the Lord keeping their eyes on this fucking place.
That's right.
That's right.
Don't forget about Ukraine, huh? Like, war is really amping up that niggas are dead, man. Like, a lot of men are dead. Not only in the American bases over there in that region, the strait is closed, your prices is going up, certain cities is getting hit with cyber attacks. Like, whether it's your own punk ass government or the enemy, it doesn't matter. It's the Lord against this fuck.
Food and water is being poisoned.
Yeah. And then a lot of people got the jabby jab. They bugged out. They in the dark. Now they don't want to say shit. They was talking shit, yelling at you, and in the car driving with their mask on. Now they don't. Now they. And you he's like that man. Hey, he'll come.
It says blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Verse 31 says the sun shall be turned into darkness, the solar eclipse, and the moon into blood. But before the great and the terrible day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua come.
And I looked it up. The moon turned into blood. Those blood moons. Anytime that happens, technically that's a lunar eclipse.
Yeah, a total lunar eclipse.
Right.
Well, they got a partial, but then they got a total one, which that's when it be a blood moon. And I'll finish it off in verse 32. But this goes back to what the brother brought out to start the lesson. It says, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. So deliverance is only for Israel, but in particular, the elect, as it's going to say, as the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has said, and in the remnant, aka the elect, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall call.
That's right. That was very specific to Israel, man. Zion was a monument, a memorial.
Zion
monument. And then when you said Jerusalem.
And in Jerusalem.
So you got Sherman. Right? And then you had, you said the remnant. You're talking about the elected Israel. It don't have nothing to do with you other nations. The message sounds good. And the blessing sounds good. But that's not for you, man.
That's right.
And just because you pick up the book and like what it says, don't mean it applies to you.
We started off saying, whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord.
Right.
Showing again,
y'all still calling on God and Jesus, man. But we just went into in the beginning of this lesson what the true names are. Who the Israelites are calling on the true names.
That's right.
The true sincerity, man.
I got that quote, bro, from Man in the Mask, my man DiCaprio and shit, right? And it's a good movie, bro. You should check it out if you ain't seen it. It's about twin brothers, one being a demon, Esau, and the other one is Jake. He put Jake in the mask and shit. But it says, I wear the mask. It does not wear me. That's what the one brother said. But then the other brother said, wear it until you love it, right? He said, back into the prison you will go, and into the mass in which you hate. Wear it until you love it and die in it. So that's what they did to you stupid ass people in 2020. They said, wear it until you love it and die in it. They said, back into the prison you will go, because it was a prison planet. The niggas was locked down, couldn't move nowhere. And it's funny because brothers, they never told niggas not to go outside. Brothers went outside. We was outside. We outside. But niggas was in the house like dumbasses, just bugging out.
You still got people even today that are in their cars with fucking plastic gloves and a mask over their face. What the fuck is going on, man?
Traumatized.
They in the car by themselves.
No, they in there with some demons.
No, I'm saying that's it.
They in the carpool lane and shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm rolling with somebody.
Oh, shit. Terrible.
Yeah, but I think he has something first.
This is Luke 21 and verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun.
And we see it, like, the scriptures it hasn't not told you what the fuck is going on. But just because your punk ass pastor or your mama or some damn podcast ain't telling you, doesn't mean the Lord is not telling you. He's telling you everything you want to know. What's going on? He's letting you know what's going on.
That's right, bro.
And he's sending his men out to tell you. But we ain't nothing to y'all. They're just here all the time. But we know what the fuck is going on. You don't know. Come on now.
The Lord always used men to bring out his message before he sent judgment, man.
And we're not duped like you people, man. We ain't fucking gullible, man. We gonna look things up. We always been like that since we was young.
And even our apostles tell us to do that,
yeah,
man.
Because we come from an era where you gotta look shit up and you gotta remember numbers and shit. We ain't in this punk ass YouTube era. We ain't a fucking 2009 baby and shit.
Yeah.
We was before that.
Yeah, we had the dictionary.
So we had to look shit
no
up.
iPad.
Come on, man. But yeah, you got niggas from that time and our apostles' age is just dumber than these niggas that born in 2010 and some shit.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
No chat GPT. And it's funny because a lot of these younger generation, they more savvy on looking shit up.
Right,
They don't
right.
believe in having this bullshit either. Like the damn baby boomer generation or these niggas after the civil rights
That'll
era
work.
just bugged out. What the fuck happened to y'all? And then y'all the
GMO
same
baby.
niggas gonna believe, I gave him the arm, no. Man, get out of here. Like, I told my mom not to do it. Did it. You told your father not to do it. Did it. Like, we told our people, don't fucking get it, man. Like, since when did he ever help? To Stevie.
Oh man, yeah. You would think that the generation that came before us would be more wary and trust the Esau. They was the first ones.
And now you gone.
Damn.
Or you through. Or you in your damn house.
That's-
somewhere. Go ahead.
It says, and there shall be signs in the sun.
We seen it just this week, and we seen it for the last few years without flaw, bro, without stopping. It's been back to back.
And some of them, a lot of them been around High Holy Days.
Yeah.
Around Passover, Day of Atonement.
Yep. Just to make it even more of a sign to us that actually know the Lord. Like, this really is of the Lord. And then even in the world is a phenomenon. Oh shit. So that goes to show you the Lord is really
not just
speaking.
made
Because
up
even the
signs.
world is seeing the same things we seeing. They don't understand what it is. We do.
It says, and the moon, and then the stars.
And then the stars, just seeing the meteor shower and stars and chariots. Six planetary alignment. You know, a lot going on. Then what happens in the heavens dictates what happens on the earth. It's just like the moon that pushes and pulls the tide on the earth. They complement one another. Just as in the signs in the heavens, you know that there's a sign. You go, oh, okay, something's gonna happen on the earth. Quakes, wars, too. All types of shit. Go ahead.
It says, and upon the earth distress of nations.
Yeah, it told you. And upon the earth, the stress of nations. How did the stress? Economic wars, different natural disasters.
Right.
Trade routes cut off.
Financial trouble.
Financial trouble. Cyber attacks. Protests.
Alliances
weakening. The alliances weakening. Languishing.
Yeah. Pretty much in every country globally, the citizens are complaining and uproar and rebellion against their wicked government.
And what does that prove? What jurisdiction or what rulership are we under? Are we under a righteous rulership or a wicked one? A wicked one, because everybody's mourning and crying. The wicked is bearing. Who's at the top? That Kill Gates nigga. The nigga that look like him. Or the nigga like Elon. The nigga that look the white man. A whole lot of little faces. is in the power seat. Your boy Trump fucking the nigga was getting shipped out like he's the damn food cart. This brother knows Zion know they had to get him on another plane.
Get him on another plane.
Get him snakes on the plane and shit.
Instead of flying on
Air Force
One, they put them on a different plane and they actually carried them out on a food cart and left the rest of the staff on the plane. Only Secret Service came and grabbed him because there was a threat from Iran.
Isn't that beautiful?
This plane, this leaving from Turkey.
That's how you know the threat is real. That's how you know the threat is real. Oh no, it ain't threat. We're having peace talk. Why are you fearing for your fucking life? Your bases is getting hit, and then they hit 12 states with cyber attacks. So you can't act like this ain't going on. But I got my coffee and my lunch. I ain't walking around and shit.
Yeah. Hey, the simple passes
Well,
on.
they don't punish.
Now, women is simple. I get that. They in Disney World. They in Toontown. But niggas is acting like this.
Yeah.
And I get hurt. I get hurt. I get him. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Mr. O'Connell, like, I am proud of what I am. And what is that? I'm a librarian. And what did my man say? He said, what does a woman know?
It says, verse 26. It says, verse 25. It says, and upon the earth, the stress of nations.
The stress of nations, and if a brother can go into the blue letter and get perplexity, right? If people are perplexed, you know, you're perplexed. But what does that mean? See, when we used to go to school, you had to look words and shit up. It was like a word, not a word search, but it was like a word, and your teacher say, give me the definition of the word, and then you go to the glossary. Oh, there's a word right there. You get extra credit for you put more on there. Like, all right, put it in the census. Okay. But I don't know what niggas learn at the school these days. I really don't know. Like, goddamn.
It says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves worry.
Now going back into the moon being a heavenly body pushes and pulls the tide, but it goes to show you that the heavenly body also dictates the people, because the people are known as the waters. Nations, peoples, tongues, it messes with them too, especially if it's a full or lunar or solar eclipse. It fucks with people because our bodies is about what 70%
water.
70% water, so it's affecting us some type of way.
Our brain sits in water. That's cerebral.
That's brain.
That's it, bro, and that's the spirits. And then the woman is on her cycle, or just coming off the
That's
cycle,
why they-
going along with the moon. It's just like we're connected and everything. We're really
Proverbs 21.
interconnected.
Yeah.
Kings and others in the hand.
Yep. So sit like the waters, bro. And then the brain, when they actually look at a brain scan, the different grooves in your brain is like rivers.
Like a spider web.
Yeah, like your boy Witherspoon. I remember he said like the spiders having a meeting. It's right. It's like webs and shit.
That's why Esau got everybody bugged out with those frequencies and shit, radioactive frequencies.
Good.
So that word perplexity?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Aporia. It says the state of one who is in perplexity.
Now go to the root of the word,
Okay, it says
which is the masculine,
it says to be without resources.
which is aporio. His brother went to aporia, and then he went further into the root, which is aporio, which is masculine, up the same Greek word. And now you're gonna give me the true definition. This is why you gotta dig deep. They'll give you just a basic, bugged out ass definition, but you gotta go deeper than that.
And you have to add to what's going on the earth. It's a math problem.
Yeah.
1 + 1 is 2.
Yep.
Right? So you're feeling this way, and the word's gonna give you what you're feeling, so you understand. So you understand what kind of state you're living in.
Yeah.
You know, because it's get ready, like the Lord is telling you, it's going to get worse from here. It ain't gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. It got worse from 2019, 2020. Now we're in 2026. We're about to end 2026. Going to 2027. It's gonna get fucking worse than that.
Yeah.
That's what we're preparing ourselves.
And they think they safe across the pond and shit. Over here in Babylon, this is the worst fucking place that you'll ever fucking be. You rather be in fucking Middle East right now.
Yeah.
Fucking Dubai and shit. You don't want to be over here. This is about to get crazy. It's about to be civil war. What type of American are you? We're American. Yeah, you already said that. I get it. You're retarded. This is gonna get to that point. The border's gonna be closed just like in forever. The borders of Canada, the borders of Mexico closed to your stupid ass. You're gonna be stuck right fucking here. And your government gonna be going to war with your ass. Then you're gonna have the Iranians fucking want to kill you, and the Russians, and goddamn, there's gonna be nobody to trust. Yes. Go ahead, Al.
It says to be without resources.
Yeah, woo!
To be in straits.
Wait, but to be around resources, people need gas. The fucking truckers need the diesel. The diesel going to fuck up everything. You thinking like, goddamn, man, between the gas thing every fucking day. What about a fucking truck going cross country? You think they got to deal with it? And if they can't fucking make it, or they get stuck on the side of the goddamn road in North Dakota, some goddamn place, then who gonna get to them? They need dispatch. They need a nigga on the radio. Hey man, I'm in between such and such and such. All right, we gonna come get somebody to get you.
And even deeper than that, those trucks that need diesel, those are the trucks that are transporting the goods to your local grocery stores and warehouses.
Yep. And how many days does a grocery store have to supply? 3. So, and like we said, everybody gonna go to the grocery store. Everybody gonna hit the damn freeway. Everybody gonna go to the same fucking place. You thinking like I'm smarter than everybody. I'm gonna go, nigga. Everybody gonna go there. Right. But now you gonna have to show how hard you are.
Most people gonna die in the
Yeah, you gonna have to roll around with a nigga, man. You gonna have to go up against your boy Van Pelt Got you, son of Jim. He gonna be looking for your ass.
They gonna let you do all the work and then pop you off as soon as you come out the store.
Yeah.
What you got?
What you got, man? Shit. You know, man, this for me and my lady. The lady ain't got to worry about nothing. You got to worry about something.
I'm feeling generous. I'm gonna leave you those 3 cans.
Hey, thank you. That's what's going to be. Hey, man, hey, you know me. He's not thinking, man.
That don't compare to what's
It says to be in straits, to be left wanting.
Oh, to be in straits, which means you in a difficult place, bro. And everybody is so stingy and selfish and bugged out. Taking a Sunday brunch with their punk ass family or Saturday, or niggas that don't want to come to the camp, or dudes that fell the fuck out for their woman and their seeds. Well, they all gonna fucking turn on you in that day, man. When the money ain't coming in, your woman don't really love you. Hypergamy, nigga. You know, like the bride wives or the war brides. When one is stronger than you and you're weaker than the other force and power, the woman's gonna jump ship, man. I don't give a damn. But she's loyal. No, only the day. When your ass is weaker than that guy, she gonna jump ship, man. A woman is a survivalist, huh? They gonna jump fucking shit, man. There it is. They gonna jump shit with your ass, man.
It says that to be embarrassed.
Oh, niggas gonna be embarrassed. They'll be all fucked up. That I am a weak man. Yeah.
But hey, think about it. You got a lot of these, even a lot of Israelites, they really believe in this system and shit. They believe in America. They believe in what Esau's trying to do. And us complaining about it, they look at us like we tripping. Right. You know, so when their so-called, you know, their government turns on them, you know, they gonna be embarrassed about it. Like, damn,
those that got
like
the
the ones that
jabby,
got the
those that got the jabby jab is embarrassed like a motherfucker.
Why? Because they thought their government would never do it to them.
But they would never.
That they would treat them as an experiment.
Say that in Isaiah. Your trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your refuge.
That's it.
Shall be added to riches. They that consent unto them shall be added to riches.
That's right.
In Proverbs.
Yeah, because it goes into even this book with World War I. They was going into the espionage, fucking concentration camp, experiments. Bro, the shit they was introducing into that war to like the fighting men was some crazy ass shit. That was fucking people up, niggas' faces was melting. Niggas was falling out of planes and shit. Gas and shit was consuming niggas. Trench warfare was getting niggas up. Trench foot. German trenches, my nigga, you know?
Hey, just like now, how you got drone warfare.
Yeah, but we gonna go into that. We gonna bring it because you have to understand what type of war the Russians are in Ukraine going through right now, so you can understand the war that's coming. Because you got the draft on the books. These young YN niggas, they don't know nothing about nothing, bro. All they know is Call of Duty if they know that shit. But that's not even what you're gonna experience over there. You're gonna experience even worse than that. It's gonna be World War I and World War II on steroids to an umpteenth power, man.
It says to be in doubt.
To be in doubt. See, people are doubting the government that they involved in. We're just gonna wait until Trump's out of there. This nigga's on. He's gonna be the last president.
He's already put in the books that he wants to run for a third term. He don't plan on going nowhere.
And then people might say, oh no, a president can't run for his third term. But there's been presidents throughout your history that actually ran 3 terms in one. One of them being that dude FDR during World War II. All right, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, this guy that pretty much ushered Babylon through the Great Depression and then World War II. And then the nigga was gonna get elected again, but the nigga died in office in 1945 before they dropped the bomb. Nagasaki, Hiroshima. That dude Truman told him to drop the shit. You know? So it just goes to show you a president has been fucking elected 3 times.
Stop the draft during the election. See, we're officially in war. They cut all election.
That's why I love y'all, president. See, president's paying attention in American history class. I know I was. It was American history X and shit. We was paying attention in the American government. It would tell you that if war breaks out, the president can stay in office, veto the shit, get the fuck out of here. The Senate is disclosed. Like, get the fuck out of here, go home. War has been declared. Now it's a wartime economy. Even London is preparing for a wartime economy like in World War II. Brothers in London bring that out all the time. We got rash and shit. That means World War is closer than we think. Than you think, but we know it's coming. But why are these economies getting ready for wartime economies? Because World War is coming.
No, we busy right now doing work.
It says, not know which way to turn.
Oh, not knowing which way to turn. So you don't know which way to go. Like, I'm gonna go to Canada. Oh, I'm gonna go to Mexico. Hey, nah, fool. Not today, fool. You gotta stay on that side of the border, That's what's gonna be. And niggas gonna be stuck fucking right here.
We're gonna go back to the bus.
Get
your back to the bus.
Desire
to go to the city and
not
not
be able.
It's gonna get bad, bro.
That's why the motherfuckers in Dubai, they start bombing and shit. The airport got bombed.
You a die, man. You a die, man.
You got that scarf over there.
Hey, the nigga Marquette gonna be on the market. They don't sell that weekend. You over there with Ishmael, they sell it. You know, they don't sell that nigga. They save trade and shit.
It says to be lost.
To be lost.
Like to be at a loss with oneself.
To be at a loss with oneself. A nigga don't even know what he is. He don't know if he a fucking tree, a squirrel, a nigga, a thug. He don't know what the fuck. Like people bug the fuck out. Yeah. They're bugging out because it's like, I don't know what I am.
Yeah, because right now they identify themselves with whatever they do in this society. But when this society goes down, then what?
Beautiful.
You know, you a damn businessman, an athlete, a fucking gesture for Esau. But once that's all done with, who are you?
Yeah. Soft target, that's what they are. I am a useless man. That's what gonna be you niggas, man. Because like you said, bro, a nigga, a businessman with a suit on.
That's Clay Hunt.
But that's why the apostles tell us to go into the history, like World War I era. Dudes that came back from the war were much stronger. They were fucked up, shell shocked. That shit fucked people up. You survived the war. About 20 to 19 years later, the second war fucking broke out again. Like, goddamn. So PTSD, talking about PTSD, and right after the war ended, bro, there was a lot of it was famine throughout a lot of the lands that the wars ravaged. And then that fucking Spanish flu broke out in 1919, 1920. So it's like, come on, man. They just came out of fucking World War and the goddamn influenza or some shit.
Wait a minute. You guys are the Black Hebrew Israelites?
What is Israelites?
Do you guys know Captain Kazariak?
Yeah, we know.
I don't agree with this quote, but he seems like a very committed guy. It's cool to watch him on YouTube and stuff.
But it's the truth. Just know it's the truth, even though he might seem like a clown.
I'd love to. He's not a clown. He's a very influential guy. I'd see him being.
I'm just saying, if you think he's joking about what he believes in, he's telling you the truth. It's just that
I'd love to debate him. I'd say that. I'd love to debate him. But no.
But there ain't no debate.
Are
you going to debate World War III? Is it not fucking about to happen?
That's
Is it
gonna
not
happen.
going to go down?
That's gonna happen.
But it's in the Bible. Your pastor ain't told you that.
But who's gonna come out on top? Who is God gonna favor more?
He's gonna favor his people.
Yeah, you think black people are gonna win?
No, we're not black.
The Israelites.
Yes, Israel's gonna win. Okay. We always win.
But which Israel?
The Israelites. I'm not talking about an Israeli. I'm not talking about a small hat. I'm talking about an Israelite.
So why don't they accept Africans?
Because they're the same nation. Two different nations. You gotta remember,
that's where it started, though.
Biblical nations.
That is where it started. You guys every single one of your ancestors came from Africa.
It didn't start in Africa because any scholar
Who told you that?
Any scholar
you would
would
not
tell
have
you
that skin and that hair without Africa.
Who told you that though? Where did you learn that from?
Take a DNA test, guys.
Where did
this guy? We ain't gonna listen to this dude because he's thinking about Lucy the ape and we all descended from.
No, I'm not talking about Lucy the ape.
The first capital city, according to scholars, after the flood was Samaria, right? What are the major cities that Samaria was known for? Babel, Akkad, and Ur. And where did Abraham come out of? Ur the Chaldees.
Yep.
So anybody will tell you that that's a scholar, but you talking about Africa. You got to get that out your mind.
It started right there in the Middle
sir.
East. It started right
Sir,
there.
I know you're not
along the
knowledgeable
Euphrates
about
River.
science, but you are African. I don't mean to
Just because we were dwelling there doesn't mean that's where we're from.
And this dude
You
think
don't
we
know.
all
That's like calling
You don't know
ourselves
people
American. We weren't born
and
here.
he's thinking
That's not where our ancestors
Then why
were
don't
from.
you accept everyone then? Why didn't you just
No,
accept everyone?
Get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's not chosen.
And so this is what I'm getting into. Who are the chosen people?
The people
the
on the
Israelites.
And what
This
do
is
you-
what we're
what are some of the
called
physical,
today. This
what are
is
some
who
of the
we are.
physical characteristics of an Israelite?
See, here's the thing. This is why we don't go by skin color. We go by the spirit because we were scattered as a people.
If you're not going by skin color, you should accept everyone
No,
then.
we're
Everyone's
accepting
God's
who the
people.
spirit dwells with.
Everyone's God's
Everybody's
people.
not God's people.
no,
Not
where's
according
it
to
say
what's
that?
written in the
Why are there
scripture.
atheists
Atheists
and
and everybody's God's people. Certain people don't even believe that
They
he
may not
exists.
want to believe, but
Then you
that's
have
not
other nations
what
that
faith
have their
is.
own gods.
But that's not what faith is. Faith is choosing.
No, you don't know what faith is. We're going to get what faith
what
is.
faith is.
Hebrews 11.
Hebrews
You don't
11
tell
and
me what faith is. You don't tell you what faith is.
So
Show
we're
us
like-
So back to my original question, what are some of the physical characteristics of an Israelite? Like, in order to identify an Israelite, just like you believe that a man and a woman, there's physical characteristics to identify both, right? So what are the physical characteristics of an Israelite that you would use to identify one? Go.
I'm not going to explain that to you.
Yeah, because you can't, bro.
I'm not going to explain it to
Well,
you.
this is why I said we
Because
don't
what
go
is
by
the
skin color.
physical characteristics of Arab? You don't know. Arab can look like that, bro. You don't know. I ain't gonna explain that to this dude. I'm gonna just look at it. It's like, hey, bro, we all got noses, we all got eyes, we all got beard. But what differentiates us from every other nation is that we have beards, we're circumcised.
Hey, like Apostle Sahar would say, that guy's not of the elect.
Yeah.
He's not going to
So
understand.
that's why I didn't even want to answer. I'm not going to answer this nigga's question because he ain't going to understand the spiritual part of it. Because we look like when we look like Hamites because our skin is dark. Everybody's fucking skin was dark. What made the difference? Right. Our culture, our language, our laws. That's what made us different. Yeah, demons. Get the fuck out of here. And we ain't gotta explain nothing to none of you damn people, man. Because what makes those rats over there the people? They say, oh, the law, the Torah. But they ain't gonna say nothing about characteristics. They talk about they're going into culture of who we are. They're going into the laws of who we are. They're not going into physical shit. But you ain't asking them what physically makes you a Jew. You can't explain that. There's no explaining it. We can tell you who the Jews are, but then the tribe of Judah has been scattered everywhere and look like everybody.
That's a slow understanding.
So I'm not about to waste some time.
He could have been an Edomite.
I think he's
right.
an Edomite. Ugly ass nigga, shaved, looking ugly, dark as hair.
All black.
Bugged out.
That's a reflection of his
I
spirit.
think
That's right.
it's funny. World War III is going on, nigga. Is that funny, dumbass? But the Bible tells you about that. Your weak ass pastor don't tell you that. Your punk ass mom ain't told you that. Your school system ain't told you that. We're telling you that because we're the prophets of the Lord.
Right, bro. That's right.
That's one indicator to know who's an Israelite, that they believe in the Lord their power, that there's prophets among them, that they prophesy without even knowing that they prophesy. Like, why am I having dreams about this? Oh, it's in the Bible. Why am I particularly having this dream? Because you're an Israelite. The Lord is dealing with you. He's talking to you through dreams. But now you got to go to your prophets. You got to go. Can a brother get that in the Chronicles? 20 and 20. All right. I ain't about to explain it. That dude was a damn Edom. I can see that. That's why I was looking at him like, I ain't gonna answer this nigga, man. Yeah. And all you black ass niggas that say we come from Africa, any fucking scholar would tell you that the first city or empire was the Sumerians. And where were they at? Along the Euphrates. Stupid fucks. I'm talking about African shit. Stop with that bullshit.
But even when you were saying that, he was looking lost. I don't even think he understood what you were saying.
That's why I was like, I ain't about to waste your time. Right. And niggas still think Africa. Well, why are you not the same as the African? We're more closely related to the goddamn Edomite man than the African. But yet the Edomite hates us. And why does he hate us? The birthright. That's why. And the blessing. Now we can talk with him and chill with him, Red Ryan and shit, but we're different. And we're not going to be the same. We're not.
This is Galatians 4:26. As he mentioned, we'll go back to that. It says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
It's the mother of us. We're from Jerusalem. That area, that land, the land that the Lord chose even our forefather was there, but he was an early child. He go back. The garden eastward to Eden. He's like, you go back to that place that was eastward to Eden. That's where I'm gonna take you to. That's where Abraham was.
Should have brought that sign to been on.
Oh
If
yeah.
I could say that whole we all come from Africa doctrine is simple because these lands today were after the flood. Before the flood, all these lands were together.
Right.
He wouldn't know that because he's an idiot.
And
You know?
furthermore, the Lord, when you read that in Deuteronomy 32, the Lord divided the nations. He gave every nation their lot and their plot of land. And it would just so happen that that African continent, even though it's connected to the land of Israel, it was still made of a separation. That was for Ham, that middle area for Israel, that was our lot. And he had the Edomites, they were south of us. He had Moab and Ammon to the right. Everybody they jammed, it was maybe the side of everybody had their portion. See, so all of us ain't from just Africa, man.
Yeah. And like I mentioned to him, every scholar would tell you, like, yeah, Egypt was a great empire. That was on like the coastal area of where our land is connected to that part right there. Before they cut the Suez Canal, that was a connection. You can walk across. So right there, that's where Ham was at. You know, from Israel. And you had us, and then you had further up Japheth and his people. Then you had further east towards the Euphrates, was Samaria. Brought up, and you had Babel, you had Akkad, the Canaan, and you had Ur. Who came from Ur? Abraham. He was there with his father, Terah and his brothers. So they were there. That was an empire. Everybody can tell you that. This is the first empire after the flood.
Yeah.
You know? And then they'll tell you that, you know, over there in Sumer, they have the oldest story of the flood. I wonder why they have the story of the flood. Because Noah and his sons always told that story. It was oral, all the way down to the time of Abraham. But then at the time of Moses, the Lord literally told them what really went down.
There you go.
They all have a flood story. But what really happened? Why did the flood really happen? The Lord let Moses know why it really happened. I know damn Effie was guilty of that shit.
Juan, can you get a difference between us and Egypt?
This is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, page 213, and this is dealing with Ham, the natural Africans. It says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
And I wanted to ask this demon before he left, where did the first slave ships come from? So according to this dumb nigga, he'll say Africa. No nigga, was Portugal and Spain. Why the hell was dark-skinned people, not Hamites, in Europe? If you were ruling, dumbass. But he wouldn't know that. He thought here just in Africa.
It was deep waters out there.
It's like, but if he can't answer me that, then I ain't gonna answer this fucking question, because it's like, that's known. That's known. That's known. This and this brother, you sent it to me, that the population of Europe and even the New World are swarthy and tawny, dark. But it said the population of Europe, Russia, they mentioned every place. It said even the inhabitants of this New World. And who is that? Our brother.
Hey, the old statues and frescoes, they depict that. So I mean, it's like,
go ahead,
And I'll finish it off. It says he, still speaking to Ham, became the progenitor of the dark races.
Now, anybody that's seen this demon on camera, the nigga was blacker than all outside. But the nigga is an Edomite. He's an Edomite because the way he's
conspiracy.
I think he's funny. If you think he's a clown, what he telling you is the truth. I don't give a damn if you think he's a joke or a clown. That's why I said, I don't think he's a clown. Apparently you do, nigga. Because you ain't listening to anything the man is saying. Yeah, he might be off, but he's telling you the truth of who the Israelites are. It ain't those people, it's us. Man, what about the Arabs?
I got it.
That one, I think it's another one in the English.
Go ahead,
It says he became the progenitor of the dark races, talking about Ham.
But
it
all
says
nations were dark. But they're talking about like the darker fucking black ass. Because even the Hamites, the Egyptians, were all black niggas, man. Blue black, and then you had the Philistines, black ass. It's funny how when the women folk, let's go back to the women folk, when they mention the Israelite man, oh, he's a chocolate man. They don't say that for him. They don't fucking give him that. They give that to us.
That's what that phrase, tall, dark, and handsome.
Tall, dark, and handsome. You know that goes back to the Middle Ages, right? And then it said every princess or damsel wanted to be rescued by a knight. And why they call him a knight? Because the man was like the night sky. Because you know the night has a glow to it.
No
So
spirit.
Jake was dark, but he had a glow. And when he would unsheath himself from the helmet, that's the first face she would see is Jake behind the helmet. She's like, I want a man that's tall, dark, and handsome. So what does that mean? That means Jake was the knight.
Opposite of life,
Yeah,
bro.
go ahead up.
It says, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes.
Not the Negro. Because we're dark just like them. But we're not the same as these niggas, man.
They not like us.
They not like us. These Hamites, we're not Africans. Those are Hamites. We are Israelites. We're Hebrews. We're Shemitic. We're Shemitic. Alright? We're better than them. I am better than him. He is better than this damn Hamite. He's ugly as hell. Niggas musty. He stank. He just ain't right. Same with
He's just a dark Edomite.
He just, really, that's all. Hey, all the wicked shit Esau know he got him from that.
Got him as a dark Edomite.
Oh, and Ham was our #1 enemy before Eve. Right. Philistines and shit was our enemies. He killed these black ass niggas.
Hey, I was thinking like, where did Ham get it from? Ham got all that wicked shit from the garden.
Yeah.
You know, the wicked, the mind of the wicked.
Cain
Mind
and
of the
shit.
wicked.
Yeah. That's it. Go
It
ahead.
says, I'll finish it off. It says, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians,
Yup.
Ethiopians,
Yep.
Libyans, and Canaanites.
There it is.
Hey, I just said the Egyptians, quick precept, Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast.
Now this nigga was trying to move his tongue against us. They're trying to compare us to the Hamites. Like, nah, nigga. Like, I can't physically give you a description. All I can say is circumcision is one. Having a beard on our face is another. Our culture, our way of dress, that's what makes us different from a punk-ass Hamite. A Hamite can't grow a fro. I ain't seen no Hamite with a fro. They got a Brillo. They got a Brillo head. And then they woman, you are a bald-headed demon and shit. Like, you bald-headed demon and shit. Because our woman can grow that hair. Like Diana Ross and shit. Like, come on, man.
This that one that Ethiopians like
Their cat said, I think Jake is a terror.
Yeah, he's demon, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
Continuing, it says that ye may know how that Yahweh doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
And another connector, get Amos 11.
I got it.
Oh,
Yeah, this is Amos 9:7.
now the brother went into the Zonderfins, he said the Hamites, or the Africans, not the Negro, but the Africans are the Egyptians. Brother went into it. There's a difference between us and them.
So all you niggas in Egyptology,
cut. Even though the hey yo, stop. Who killed Kimmy? The scriptures killed
I'm shy.
Niggas got that bug out young Pharaoh, nigga putting nails on his foot. That nigga's his pockets funny, bro. Apparently he had some Edomite next to him. He did that shit for money, bro.
Bugging out, bro. And Egypt is a bugged out ass place. If you look into ancient Egypt, they gave women rights and bullshit like that. Bullshit, man. But that ain't among the Hebrews, nigga. That never flew with us. Our women, property. Even though all women in the ancient world was property, we put it to the umpteenth. Like, hey, they belong to their father and then their husband. That's fucking it. Ain't they about to be equal me and shit? Nah, man, get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't got the equal standing of a man. Even your prayers can be stopped by your father or your husband. Like, nah, go here, Lord. She don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, we see one Northern Kingdom war, didn't have no arm and shit, but she was still bad though. But that goes to show me, going back to the law, that if you got into a fight and two men was brawling and one woman tried to save her husband, she'll get her fucking head chopped off for that. So that took me straight to the law. Oh shit, that's what you would have seen. She was still nice, but she didn't have no arm and shit. Goddamn, folks. You ain't supposed to deal in men's affairs.
This is Amos 9:7. The brother brought out pertaining to the Egyptians. This one is dealing with the
Ethiopians, which among the Hamite tribes, the Ethiopians are alright, but they got a big head kush. They got big ass heads and shit, no brains.
and they can't even grow a beard. You know?
Now they can.
They can,
The men, they look more like your boy Artaxerxes and shit, more than us. Like their beards are more like fucking Elamites than our beard. Our beard is different than everybody else. Ours is more like a lion. It's mane.
Yeah.
You know? That's why it's a lion.
This is Amos 9:7. It says, "Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me?"
So the Lord is proving to everybody what my people do look like the Ethiopians. They have dark skin, but they're not them. That's not them. Are they not like them? But they're not them. The Lord is giving you an indicator. All right, if you're looking for my people, they'll look more like the Ethiopians than anybody.
Didn't they mistake Paul as
an Egyptian? Yeah. And at that time, the Egyptians were still dark, even though Alexander, his fucking ass people got in there. You gotta remember the agricultural class was still Hamites at the time. And then a lot of our people was in Egypt under Ptolemy's hands. So it's like, come on, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, "Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel?"
There it is.
Saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, "Have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt?" Woo! And it says, "And the Philistines from Captor, and the Assyrians from Kir."
So certain people he brought from other places to settle them in certain lands. He said, I brought you out of Egypt to put you in my land. I did it with other people, and then I pushed other people out to put you in. Are you not like the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? You know? Because you look at a Brazilian, they, from the back, oh, is that a Cushite? Turn around, now it's an asterisk. Because they got the hair, the wavy hair, like a damn Ethiopian woman. But they better than them. Because they are people. Those are the northern tribes. And you got the southern kingdom, look like them too.
And then you got Apostle Paul. He was mistaken for an Egyptian. You see, so it's because of that dark skin. Physically, we have that same, physical characteristics of the other nations.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring something out real quick. This is Exodus 1. Now, this is dealing with the women, but more so the man too. But Exodus 1:19, it says, "And the midwives," this is Egyptian midwives, "said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women."
See, the Hebrew women are not as the Hamites, the Egyptian women. Okay? They're not like, our women are not like any other woman on the planet. Now, these other women try to be like our women, but you ain't that. You see Elamite, she thick, but she can't walk right and shit. She walking and shit, what the fuck? But our women know how to move, you know? And then you got Edomite, they might look cool, but they just can't dance and shit. But our women can get that. Like, so, the liveliness of it, if you can get it in the blue letter too, the different translation.
Yeah, I'm going to read it KJV though. It says, "For the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively."
See, our women are lively. They're like, they moving around, they got the spirit, they excited, they get down, they dance, they sing, they get down, man. You know? Shoot, you got fuck Beyonce, but you got Leah, you got Selena, they be getting down and stuff. And then you got Shakira, but then you got fucking Elon and shit, they doing this shit, they all together and shit.
Even Christian that dumb shit.
I hate that.
They doing the Bible shit. But Jake, we know how to move our head like.
Yeah, we know how to.
We don't beat and shit.
Dance something.
It's like the whole body moving, not just the head.
Not just the head, yeah.
They like the one dude from wrestling. D'Lo Brown. Hey.
You dropped
D'Lo.
You ain't gonna see no hammer.
That's the spirit.
They would have that whole shit on their head.
Bald-headed demon. That's gonna be it. Bald-headed. You guys speak shit.
They are lively.
They are lively.
And are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
Yeah, because they knew.
Watch what it says in the NLT.
Bro, in the spiritual, because why they go after our boys? Because the men are different. Punk ass him might be fly on his damn eye and shit, ice skating on the motherfucker. Jake gonna be like, man, hey, Jake gonna move around. But Ham gonna just be sitting there like, Ham gonna be like this with a fly on his eye, ice skating on the shit, doing twirls and shit. And then but Jake gonna be like, man, I gotta get out of here, man. Jake gonna go run around. You gotta tell Jake to stop, like, hey, sit down somewhere. But other nation's children just bugged out. That's just bugged out, man.
Yeah, it says in the NLT, Exodus 1:19, NLT, the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women. The midwives replied. They are more vigorous.
Vigorous.
That means with spirit,
Energy. Energy, spirit. You know, like going into the northern kingdom, for example, in order to be dancing today, they got the horns going. It'd be like 20 songs and shit. You about to get off the floor. You backing up the oh shit there. I can't. You can't stop. It's just nah fucking stop.
They got that salsa on, and you gotta keep moving.
Oh, that shit is a little bit better than what it's been.
Yeah, you can't stop, bro. Even with soccer, majority of the teams all Jake. And soccer's now fucking stop running, bro. You gotta be amped up to fucking play that sport. Who's dominating that? Tribes. Because we're vigorous, we just keep going, bro. We're energized.
It says they are more vigorous and have their babies so quickly that we cannot get there in time.
Hey,
I can be present for the
They
like to multiply. Even the
Southern Kingdom, it's like just all the tribes have big families. You know, your grandparents have like 14, 12 children.
Yeah, that's why they set up the Planned Parenthood, man. That's why they set that up. That's why they got the jabs out there, man. That's why they want to, as soon as your baby come out the womb, they sticking them with shit. We're trying to. They want you to sign this. In order for them to get you to not put the shit in there, you got to sign waivers and shit, man. Yeah. You have children in society, you got to keep them. You go in that hospital, you got to keep a watchful eye, man. Yeah, it is very stressful, bro. They constantly trying to.
Then they try to talk to your woman while you're not there.
Yeah. Why you got her drugged up and shit? If she was in her right mind, she'll have my mind. You trying to, make her all doped up and shit.
She get tired of being later and shit. You try to answer all these questions.
Hey, you know what I noticed too? That scripture, they come quickly. I know Esau, it's something about the process of what he does in the hospital. He tries to slow it down, and I think he's hoping for complications. Because I had a seed in the hospital, but then I had other seeds at home, and the ones at home, they come quick.
Yeah.
They come out very quick, but in the hospital, for whatever reason, it's like a prolonged process. Yeah. Like they slow shit down.
Yeah. See, because he got the woman kind of doped up, and she can't like move as fast as she wants, and the child is in jeopardy and shit.
They got that epidural.
Yeah.
And then back, might have some.
Yeah, that too, because it'll fuck their spinal cord and shit.
Even them laying back like that.
You ain't supposed to
No, it's supposed to be squats.
Yeah. It's like when you're really supposed to be, take a shit, you're supposed to be standing up. You gotta move with gravity.
Yeah,
that's right.
Gravity will help the baby.
Hey, imagine trying to take a shit laying down.
Yeah.
That's our bum out. Oh, God damn. That's crazy. Because the Ammonites do that, they get on there like this. So that's how you supposed to have a baby like this, man. Like a sumo wrestler stance.
Yeah, sumo stance,
Go ahead, huh? That was it, huh?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, might as well. We on that way.
Before we move on, this is Acts 21, beginning at verse 37. It says, and as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek?
Now, that's it, because you got to remember, in the ancient world, languages were flourishing. But if you can speak the languages of the time, using a different place, and you look to certain fucking, oh shit, are you not? Because they'll mistake you for whoever's in the region. You got to remember when the empires conquered people, they knew what people were in those regions. And all right, you want to encounter the Philistines, you want to encounter the Israelites, you want to encounter these people, okay? But then you might mistake them for the same thing. Like, I ain't Ethiopian or Egyptian, I'm a Hebrew. So how you know that? French, born blue, got beard, I like these people. Who are the people of the land? Who are the people of the hill country? They had to ask about us. All the other people submitted to the Assyrians and Babylonians, but they will always ask about our people. Who are the people in the hill country? Why have they come down to pay homage to the king and shit like that? They're like, they got their own God. They got their own king. They don't acknowledge the fleshly king. Who the fuck are you? You gotta come with something.
Right.
Go ahead up.
Verse 38 is directed towards Paul. Apostle Paul says, are not thou that Egyptian?
Now he said, can thou speak Greek? That's one point. He said, but are you not that Egyptian? What? Are you not from Egypt? nah, I ain't Egyptian. Because we look kind of alike, but we're not the same. The difference is the beard on the face, border, the fringes.
Hey, you got some
Alright.
socks.
Yeah,
It says, "Are not thou that Egyptian, which before these days made us an uproar and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers?"
now it was things going on at this time, different rebellions and things of that nature. You know,
You had in Josephus, it said that the Jews pertaining to this account wanted to kill Paul for bringing, I guess, the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, into the temple. Yeah, God.
yeah, I mean, he had to speak to the captain. I believe it was Felix that saved him.
Yeah.
Killed us.
And I think you had an actual Egyptian like led an uproar.
But led an uproar, and he thought it was the same
pretending
one.
to be a prophet.
Yeah,
he
he
was
thought it
pretending
was
to
the
be a
same
prophet.
one. Because the Egyptians knew about our power, you know they did.
Oh, yeah.
Because when David was looking for his wives and his children, along with his men, who they encountered? An Egyptian in the way that was left by a damn Amalekite. He said, please, he's like, swear by God, you know, that you won't kill me or give me over to this nigga, man, this Amalekite. He's like, can you take me down to the country? He's like, okay. He took him down. So it goes to show you that the Egyptians knew about our power. As Lee, they do. But it's like, but they don't know our power like that. And don't forget, a lot of Hamites was in the land after the northern kingdom had left.
Yeah.
So they was thinking that they was us and shit. Like, nah, man, hold on. You know?
Last verse, it says, "But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus."
So he had to explain himself. Like, hold up, I'm a man that am a Jew from what city then? Because he wasn't born in Israel, but he knew all the customs of Israel because he was raised by his father in the customs. Then he was under Gamaliel to know the law and be a master of the law, right? And let's see what city he was from.
It says, "A city in Cilicia, a citizen of no mean city."
Now you go into mean, it means no average city. It's a great city known among the Greeks and the Romans. That's where I come from. I ain't just some dude from around the way. I'm from this place. You know, you tell I'm from I'm from Florence and Normandy. Normandy. Look up and shit. You're like, oh yeah, we looking for wherever though. So you gotta tell them where you from. Oh, okay. Cause you just from some backwater fucking place. They don't know where the hell you're from. When you say Los Angeles or New York, oh okay, sure. Like they teach, they respect you. Oh okay. I'm from the United States. Oh, okay.
Finishing it off, it says, "And I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people."
Now he says, suffer me to speak, because he's speaking to this man in Greek. He said, oh shit, this dude was studied. He said, let me speak to the people. And the way he's going to speak to the people is in Hebrew. Right? And that's when everybody got quiet. You want them Greek dudes. You got to remember the animosity of our people during this time. They hated our people that went to Greek. Man, fuck that shit. So when he was speaking to him in the Greek, hey, let me talk. Once he spoke Hebrew, they asked him the crowd, shut up. He was silent. He was listening to what Paul was saying. It's in Hebrew. They respected our language so much. Let's hear him out. Let's hear what he's saying.
Then they say it's better than
Didn't speak Greek. You gotta remember this was 100 years previous of the wars and the Maccabean revolt. It was just a lot of animosity around this time. And this is after the Lord was crucified, ascended up. That there was still animosity between the Greeks and the Hebrews, which are the same people, but they were divided by language and geographical location. That's it. That was it.
Hey, that's a great segue to go back into the ascension. Go back to
Yeah,
because like you said, the animosity between the Greeks and the Hebrews, that's translated even to this day. That perpetual hatred.
That's why we fight with Jake that still want to be fucking African. You can't prove to me that you're African. You can't prove to me that I can't be fucking African, man. Where did the first slave ships come from? A lot of brothers really Spanish, Portuguese and shit. A lot of the slave ships came from Portugal and Spain. Other ships came from Liverpool and shit. That's in England. Wait, we didn't all fucking come from West Coast of Africa. Not all our people was there. Right. They was taking us from every place. So where were you at? You could have been in the Netherlands. You could have been in the land of Roos. You don't know where the fuck, man. But they just all put us in one category because we are all the same people, and we differentiated ourselves among the people we were among. That's why the Hamites could tell us from themselves when they was hunting us down, selling us to the Arabs and shit.
Even when you go to Africa today, the so-called Nigerians,
Jake's out in Cameroon, you can see the clear difference between them and the Hamites that are in that land.
Yeah, bro.
You know, cultural, looks, everything is different. The spirit.
Even South Africa.
Right.
A lot of them South Africans down there are Jake too.
Yeah.
Like you said, you can tell the difference. A lot of them South Africans, they dress like Jake in America. Yeah. And they do it smooth. It's not like it's forced. You know, it's not like fucking bangs. Bangs and shit.
Hey, like Elder Yasawamba say, like a true Hamite, he'll be in the soccer jersey, some dress slacks, and flip flops.
And the nigga will be musty as hell. Jake like smelling good. We ain't a nasty ass, stinky fucking people. We like smelling good. We like looking good. It ain't that we pompous and proud. You just a prima donna. No, nigga, we royal. We royal. Nigga. We gonna look good, you know. Fuck out of here, man. That's why Jake. Shit, I thought he was my gear though. You know, that's Jake. Be that Hamite, like you said, you gonna have like Coming to America, had all the buttons on there. Yeah, like goddamn, you trying too hard, man.
They don't know how to do it.
He's like, hey man, what you put in your hair? I just juices and bears. Oh nigga, ain't nothing
Hey, I got Nike, Reebok.
Hey brother, come in. Take a look. That's his shit.
This is Acts chapter 1, beginning at verse 6.
And I'm telling you, brothers, the brothers know if you go among like Ishmael or Elam, like you know West LA mainly, or somewhere where a lot of the heathen is. Jake walking looking fresh and smelling good. They women looking at you and shit next to the nigga they with. And you ain't even trying to be looking at you. It's Jake. You can tell that they women would jump ship for the bro, you know. But the brothers know like, what the fuck this woman looking at me? She was a nigga and shit. Like Jake get mad because the law, he's like, nigga, don't be looking at me, man.
Yeah.
I know I'm fresh.
Yeah.
Nigga gotta get on the level, you know. But they, like you said, go out in slacks, a damn wrinkled ass button up shirt. Hey, remember the one dude that kid, the demon, Amalekite? Yeah, staying on his shirt. Oh yeah. Like, come on, nigga, man, you gotta be fresh as that. He said, I know I'm a Jew. How you know that? Go ahead, huh?
This is Acts chapter 1, beginning at verse 6. It reads, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel?
Now, the kingdom of Israel is going to be established on whose throne? Throne of David. So all you damn Christians and you clown, no, God, we're all God's people. No, you're all God's creation. Yeah. But he has one people. Big difference. Big difference, man. Go ahead, huh?
It says, verse 7, and he said unto them, in this red letter, words of our Lord Yahweh Shai, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons.
It's not for you to know. But yet the Lord still lets you know through the signs. Go ahead, huh?
Which the Father had put in his own power.
That Yahweh put in his own power. But yet he letting us know. And that's in Deuteronomy 29 says, these secrets are given unto you and your children. Nobody else. You ask the goddamn Hamite, hey, throne of David. He's just gonna stand there like, he don't know what that even means. Like, what does that mean? Like, explain it to me. Like the Pharaoh. Hoyt, explain this to me. He's all fucking out. Hey, come on, game was 3 and 7.
And one of many scriptures showing the differentiation of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Oh yeah.
They like to say they're the same. As far as these two
entities, a father and a son. Yeah, let him bring that out first.
This is Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh by Shemoshe power will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
There it is. The Lord's only going to reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, which are among Israel. Now the Lord can send dreams and visions to other nations and their kings and fucking sorcerers and shit, but they're bugging the fuck out. They're like
Balaam and Balak.
Yeah, there you go.
Balaam?
Balaam is the king. No, Balak is the king, and Balaam is the Ishmaelite sorcerer. And the back goes to show you that the king of Moab knew, like, I can't go against these people like militarily. I have to go against them spiritually, like from the point of view of the spirit. Like, I gotta put a person on them. And not even knowing that Jake didn't know nothing wiser, bro. The Lord knew. He was like, nah, nigga, you curse my people that I blessed already. Even though we was going off, niggas was murmuring in the tents, at the very time, the Lord's like, still, I blessed them already. You can't change it. It's done. It's a done deal. I don't give a damn what they do. I'm gonna fuck them up, and I'm gonna fuck you up.
Back in Acts 1 and picking it up at verse 8, it says, and this is red letter also, words of our Lord Yahweh Shai, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you.
The Holy Spirit can only come upon the men of the Lord. You damn people in the church salivating and seizuring up and shit, that ain't the Holy Spirit. That's a damn demon attacking your ass. And he welling on you. He Spider Silver in your ass, man. He give you the elbow, man. The people's elbow. Sweet chin music. You just convulsing and shaking around.
And ye shall be witnesses unto me.
Well, we're going to be witnesses unto the Lord. Just as our forefathers were witnesses.
Both in Jerusalem.
Both in Jerusalem at that time, they got the power in Jerusalem. And they spread. They spread the word. And the word was spread.
That's right. And in all Judea.
And you would think that the Roman Empire would have been the empire to completely snuff out the truth. But yet, the Roman roads were so interconnected, more than any other empire before it, that the word spread through those roads. And it was known as the Pax Romana, which is the peace of Rome, that even during war, the roads were open. So they were open for trade and spreading of the truth. Go ahead. Rome helped us out. Thank you, Rome. And then this new Rome helped us out again with the publishing. No, you must not read from the book, but we're going to read from right.
And that understanding, that Holy Spirit that came upon us, that knowledge and understanding, that's like another spiritual power as well. That's it.
It says, and in Samaria, and
which is the northern part of Israel,
and into the uttermost part of the earth.
And are we not in the uttermost parts of the earth? Our apostles, our elders, us, our elders, 34%, they call that the something about the world, the intersection of the world or something like that. It's a very famous place in New York, but the apostles right there is known as like the meetings of the world or something like that, where all nations they're like the crossroads of the world. Like every nation, is passing right through there. And who do they see? Men of the Lord. It's the apostles of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. They seen the Israelites, right?
Verse 9 it says, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up.
The Lord was beamed up. See, it ain't nothing to us, bro. Like that's why you watch Superman. He came on a pod to the planet Earth. That captivated Jake. You got your boy Vegeta and Goku. They came in that damn pod to the Earth, and then you just salivating. Like, ooh, I like that pod that he came out of. He's just in there, and it's a little personal pod. You had Elroy Jetson and shit. Hey, I would actually watch the Jetsons because they had the little chariots and stuff like that. Like we were watching the Jetsons and the Flintstones. I was watching the Jetsons during the Flintstones. Oh, that's right. You know, because we ain't no black people in the Flintstones. They saying something to you. They telling you something. We wasn't no damn cavemen, you know.
It says, and the cloud received him out of their sight.
Now, this cloud is a chariot. It's something that can float like a cloud. Disappear and dissipate just like a cloud. The chariots, the vehicles that the Lord and the angels can ride in are like clouds. And they can float themselves as clouds. Go ahead up.
And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up.
So as he went up, so he's being taken up. And who else was taken up? Elijah. Who else? Enoch. So there you go. He's taken, even David in the battle.
Yeah.
The Lord dropped the boss. But it's like he's taken up.
One of us still
Yeah,
working out.
Kicks and shit, they changed it.
It says, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel.
So who are these men? And they literally classified them as men in white apparel. I wonder what men they look like. Because if there's a damn, they've been jumping the snow, they've been Romans. Romans, oh shit. Yeah, 2 men in white, some brothers. They was looking, they was like, yeah, where's your brother right there? Oh, they were And this ain't they just appeared. They was right there with Yahweh Shai.
Get the
And then
spirit.
as soon as he went up, 2 men was just right there with him. Oh, snap.
Oh, there you go. Verse 11, last verse, it says, which also said, as far as the men in white apparel, the angels, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven?
Right?
This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven.
Woo! So that's it. The way the Lord went up into the heavens is the same way he's going to come through the atmosphere from the heavens.
Yeah, so that's what we disclosed.
Go ahead,
It's a bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah.
They ain't no goddamn aliens, man. Flying around in a UFO. These ain't aliens, bro. These are angels.
Now,
Right.
when you look up the word alien, do they not call our brothers in the north aliens, illegal aliens? Are they fucking green, big head people across the border and shit?
The
Eating-
word
eating the taco?
it means foreign.
Foreign or strange. And our power is known to do strange things. It said it's strange work. And it said the strangeness of their salvation. So it's strange for you because it's outer world. It's not of this realm. It's not of this world.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. It says, then the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him.
So the righteous man, we gonna stand in boldness before the face of such as have afflicted us. Like, y'all got it. But we gonna get y'all, man.
That's what you see it now.
You know, we just talking.
We in the heart of Amalek.
But we gonna get you. You know, you hear me? He said there are 2 types of men, pillagers and villagers. We gonna pillage the world. All right? Paul himself called us conquerors. That's right. What's that? Ain't something nice when you conquer lands. Ain't something nice. It's by force. We gonna go back to the ancient world, the ancient ways. You know? Everything is gonna go back to its rightful place.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
So they made no account of our labors. Everything we invented in this fucking society, everything we built, everything we did for this nation, for this place. We fought 2 world wars for this goddamn place. And where was the things we got? Jake had already been dead, like 100 years gone, right? And just now, Gad and Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar that fought in the First World War and shit, finally getting a goddamn medal for fucking winning the war 100 years ago and shit. And then World War II, here's your medal. And nigga, what the fuck, I don't need this shit now. I'm like, I'm 99 years fucking old and shit. I did that back then. I should have got it then when I was in my youth. But they gonna give it to Jay. He all old in the wheelchair. and shit.
That's reparations and shit.
They think that's good enough. Like, hell no, man.
You know?
We didn't fight those wars really for this place. We fought these wars to survive.
Yeah.
Because you gotta remember, it was a draft for World War I and II. Jake went over there and showed what they can do.
And even came back to a country that didn't accept us.
Man, that's it, bro. And that's crazy how the Germans and the Austria-Hungary and the Ottomans respected the Jakes that was over there fighting. The reason that they won the war in the trenches was because Gad, the wind talkers. The Germans didn't know what Gad was saying in the Navajo, which was broken Hebrew. They didn't know what the fuck they were saying. So they was going through German lines without being detected. It's because of Gad. And then you had in the aeroplanes, you had Benjamin and Issachar, but they classify Issachar as white fighter pilots, and they was giving it to the Germans up there, dog fighting and shit. And then you had Jake in the trenches, German trenches, man. Doing all types of things, man. Winning the wars, but we get no thanks for nothing. Right? Go ahead up.
Verse 2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
What they gonna see? Us rise up as ourselves again, as an exceeding great army, having the breath, having the name of Yahweh Shema Shai in us again, and knowing who our enemy clearly is. Go ahead up.
And it says, it shall be amazed.
And everybody wants to have peace, love, brother. Like, nah, man, there's a season for everything. We in the season of hate, right? And then I cannot give you peace because there's no peace, saith my God to the wicked. The God I serve has no peace for you. So for me to go against his will, come on, man. You really think I'll go against his will? Nah, man. No. The more you resist, the worse it gets.
And it says, it shall be amazed at the strength of his salvation.
Read that again. All right? See, they're gonna be amazed at it because it's gonna gonna bug them out, bro. Gonna bug them out.
And shall be amazed at the strength of his salvation.
So they're gonna be amazed, right? That's gonna be an amazing thing.
Yeah. Even though we told them, this is gonna be amazing to us too. That's
Yeah,
what we see it.
yeah. Go ahead.
So far beyond all they looked for.
So far beyond all that was looked for. Go ahead, Doc.
And they repented and groaning.
Oh, who's repenting and groaning? Why are they trying to repent and trying to? They're too late, huh?
Yeah.
Too late to apologize. You know. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and they repented and groaning.
And groaning, they're like they're like grunting in a painful state. Groaning is like a grunt,
Going back to the natural state.
Yeah. Go ahead, Doc.
You know? It says, for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach.
A proverb of reproach.
It was these niggas on the streets.
The whole time.
Oh,
Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 4, this is the part that says, we fools accounted his life madness, and his life and his end to be without honor.
We thought that was crazy. That was the bomb camp.
Yep.
All that scoffing, scorning, and talking shit was gonna convict them in that day, man.
They was brainwashed.
Yeah, because they seen this and didn't take heed to the message. Now they want to pray and repent. It's too late now.
Hey, just imagine certain of our family members that found out what we do. They think we're brainwashed.
They're gonna be hurt.
But we are brainwashed.
be a good thing.
Right,
It needs to be cleaned and shit.
Yeah, but they thinking of it in a negative.
And then again,
Yeah.
but yet they believe the same stupid place with the fucking jab, and now you through.
Yep.
And you didn't believe us.
But you were
Right.
And we're people that love you.
Yeah.
You gonna believe a motherfucker that ain't never loved us? Fuck out of here, man. It just goes to show you what Jake fucking allegiance is. You know? Like, you're my parent. Fuck around, not do good by you.
Right.
But you ain't gonna believe me. You gonna believe this fucking demon?
Like, oh boy, you don't know nothing.
Alright,
But
then.
yet I'm not a boy. I'm a man. I'm not a fucking 5-year-old in the class and shit. Thinking Santa Claus exists. I'm a grown man. I'm looking into my own shit.
That's right.
And I'm telling you not to do it.
Yep.
And you to do it anyway.
The same thing y'all was shy with. What do you say?
Oh,
The
yeah.
prophet without honor, saving his own country.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That was it.
I got real quick. Going back to the
Go
prophet.
ahead.
This is Second Ezra, the 9th chapter.
I was reading that too.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Second Ezra 9, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Now the highest is visiting the world with the signs, with the chariots, with his men, with wars, with fear, with rumors, which is reports. You know, and I got something, a video that the brother Amawang Gabar did. And he was listening to like a radio report of the different cyber attacks that was going on across the states. 12 states exactly. It was first 7, but then 12 states admitted like, yeah, we getting fucked up. Like we got attacked and shit. Our shit is down. Like we need help. But it says we've also been here in North Carolina ports. They have confirmed cyber attacks are disrupting their operations. We're seeing a variety of cyber attacks hitting across the United States, and this comes as cyber attacks affecting ports. So I'm going to get the report. This is the guy speaking, going into the article. But once your ports are affected, it's over. And then they've been sending empty containers from China, and then the ports is getting hit in the Carolinas. Where going through the Carolinas, you got to go through the Mississippi River out into the Gulf of America, Gulf of Mexico, right? And I said it. I was like, hey, all the Russians have to do is sit subs out there and start sinking shit, just like the U-boats, World War I, that the Germans was sinking ships that was aiding the British Isles, like target practice. Yeah, that's what the Germans said. They told America, stay the fuck out of it, or we're gonna start sinking boats that you send to the UK. They're at war with us. Stay out of it. The US they kept sending ships and shit, and then the Germans was like, all right, we're gonna send them U-boats, which is submarines, and start sinking your shit in the Atlantic. And then it got to the point where so much animosity here in the States. They're like, we got to join the war after we fight against the Germans. The Germans told you stupid niggas to stay out of it. But hey, you know, but it was the spirit of the Lord wanting them to get into it. But reading on, it says targeted in a wave of cyber attacks, and again, not full confirmation.
Yeah, and we've been warning about them cyber attacks.
Hey, there you go, bro.
Klaus the villain to the Schwab.
Yep.
That dude. That's a spirit.
Yeah,
'Cause I was kind of imitating his voice on my way over here because I was meditating in the spirit.
Dark
That
City and
motherfucker,
shit.
you know, he was on stage. Remember at the WEF, that fucking villain German bullshit guy. Warning about innocent cyber attack. You know, it's so devastating. They can do all this damage, but they've been warning about this. They're telling you what they're gonna do.
Yeah, what did he say? He said we must be prepared for more angry events.
Hey, the Most High got left-handed prophets.
Tell them the same thing. That's how you know there's one power. Because the left and the right is leading to the same thing.
Yeah, that's the thing with the left-hand side, man. That predictive programming, like they got to tell you what they're going to do, you know, before they actually do it.
Yeah.
Whether it be them just coming out fucking saying it,
Putting it in the movie.
putting subliminal messages out
Or
there.
video game.
You know, right. And the prophets are breaking it down. One,
They vocab will get mad at us quoting movies and games and TV shows. Like, bro, that's how we can get into the scripture. You visually seen that, dummy. So we're just telling you the same thing, but that's what Esau is showing you. I'm showing it to you. This is what I'm about to do to your ass. But then we can go to the scriptures and back up.
So he's reading 2nd Ezra 9, mention the time, so we know we're not living in a time of peace, we're living in a time of war, destruction and war. But this is Ezekiel 7, and I'm going to read it in the NOT. Ezekiel 7 and the 5. It says, this is what the sovereign Lord, Yahweh Shai says. Disaster after disaster is coming your way. The end has come, it has finally arrived. Your final doom is waiting.
Your final doom. What does doom mean? Doom means judgment. Your final judgment is at hand.
You got doomsday coming.
Avengers Doomsday, bro.
Right before
Then you got Doom 3. You know, because the Lord gonna turn Babylon into Doom.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the point though was disaster after disaster. So what you're reading, the cyber attacks, is a part of the disaster, part of the evil. When you read it in the KJV, it says, in evil, and only evil, behold, is come. The end is come, and watch it from the behold, it is coming. So these are these evil times. You have to measure.
the trailer that came out?
Yeah, they got a new one.
It showed Thor going against Doom.
Yeah.
Thor basically told him, he's like, you're going to beg for hell long before I grant it. And he goes to attack him. He blocks his axe. He said, hell answers to me because I'm Doom. I said, oh, shit.
Because Doom is just the grave. Ain't no fucking underground place with a horn nigga, Hellboy and shit. It's just the grave. But a little bit more on this, it says malicious cyber attacks acted municipal water systems. It says in at least 7 states. It is now clear. It's gone up to 12. We've received confirmation on some of these states, and those include Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, South Dakota, Georgia, California, New Jersey, and Oregon. All attacks. Okay?
And you know what's interesting about all of those states you mentioned, there's a lot of farming. That I'm not sure how the cyber attack would affect that whole process of farming.
But it's spiritual because Michigan is over there where the lakes are, and they right there bordered with Canada. And you got California. Its economy alone is this economy in California is like its own country and shit. The economy. So you would think they would hit this place. It makes sense, right? The infrastructure here would cripple the whole rest of the nation. It says in her warnings directly from the IR's GC, which is the Iranian Islamic Republic of Iran, right? It says regarding our power grids in the United States. They've warned Donald Trump that if you conduct a massive attack against the energy in Iran, we will hit not only U.S. military bases in the region, but we will also come after the homeland, right? And I also share with you the last 48 hours, 72 hours, we also heard from Iran in an announcement Friday. They had said that they're also planning to develop missiles that can reach all the way across the world to hit U.S. soil. So there you go.
That right there should have been a declaration of war.
Right
in
there.
America.
But nah, everybody's still bugging the hell out, man.
So you think they playing?
Think they tripping, man?
I got more back in 2nd Ezra 9.
Go ahead, huh?
Back in 2nd Ezra 9, in verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and I have a screenshot of a couple things. One says 336 earthquakes in the past 24 hours and rising. And then it says a lot of strong earthquakes lately in Colombia is 7.4, Indonesia 7.7, the Venezuela is 7.2 and 7.5, near Cuba 6.1, Afghanistan 6.0.
But that's in the war-torn area of the world right there.
Yep. Egypt.
The Lord is in Egypt.
5.6.
And I don't give a damn what you say. Egypt has always been a breadbasket of different empires throughout time. Once we left Egypt, it was never a world power after that, but it was a regional power there. So there you go. So Egypt has always been that place. So for them cutting off the strait, that's where we get the fertilizer through. America's done.
They put it in the chat.
Babylon is through. You on your own, man. You're an isolationist society. Go ahead.
Yep. Yep. So these are all of the earthquakes that have been happening in the world.
That's it.
Verse 3.
Isn't that one of the major signs Yahushua warned about?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
So
These earthquakes, they can be small, you know, because Yahushua said there's going to be earthquakes in diverse places. They going on all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're small, but then, like we read in Ezekiel, these disasters, sometimes they're huge.
Yeah.
7 point plus.
Thousands of people
All you
gone.
need is really a 6.
Yeah.
The 6 would cause some devastation, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yep. Hey, well, in the past month, there's been 4 different countries where 6.0 and above earthquakes have struck. And it goes further than what they report in mainstream media, but it has killed a lot of people, destroyed a lot of structures. So verse 4 it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And what does manifest mean? It means clearly known or seen. People can't say you ain't seeing war coming. You can't tell me that your government didn't tell you who they were and shit. Dark cities and shit coming out. You know? He told you who he is. He told you what time it is. But you're an American patriot and all this bullshit. Well, you have the right according to your constitution that you believe in to go to war with these motherfuckers. But you can't and you won't because you're too comfortable in your own goddamn wickedness to do anything. But when your damn stomach is touching your back and it's too late and your cities is cut off, you got the goddamn ice touching you like them niggas on Legend of Korra and shit that didn't have Bend in the building. They were just shocking niggas. That's when you gonna want to fight, but it's gonna be too late. You ain't got no weapons to
They
fight.
have them shot gloves?
There's a shot glove, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. They gonna touch your pressure points, you gonna be out like, damn. You know, but they think this shit is a game. You think your punk ass marching and protesting is gonna do anything. Get your fucking guns, march down there. And fight the government, especially, but we all know Esau gonna be the one to start it off. It's his beloved country and shit. He gonna start it off. But it ain't for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans to join fucking suit. Even about a year back, the Edomite, go ahead. But pretty much how the Edomite said, he said, hey, you blacks, so you just stay where you are. This is our fight. You know, he's pretty much, we gonna do it. We gonna take it to it. Y'all stay where the fuck y'all at.
Said take the couch, basically.
Yeah. Stay on the rotation. Take the couch. Stay where you at. Sit down. Sit down. But niggas still got Esau telling but niggas still gonna get their black ass up and go out there and get shot. And then we ain't gonna cry for your stupid ass. Or the black woman go out and say with Trevor, get your ass in the damn suitcase and shit, man.
But last verse 6. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works.
And wonders and powerful works, man. The creation of the world and the stars and quasars and all, that was powerful, man. Wonderful. But then the ending is going to be just as powerful.
It says, and endings and effects and signs.
And effects. And it's funny, I like how brother said effects. It's going to affect you, but it's an effect. Like, you're going to see it and it's going to lead to something else. When you see it, it's going to lead to something else. Domino effect.
Right. And it said, and signs. You know, that's what we're seeing now, the signs.
Vicky.
There it is.
You know, all of these earthquakes, you know, the signs in the heavens, the behavior of these people, these are the signs of the times that we're in.
Go ahead, I don't even know this class. Go ahead,
This is I got this second Ezra's in the GNT verse 16. I got verse. We started verse 16.
Remember, the brother's reading it from the GNTA.
Yeah, the GNTA. The water, brother. This is second Ezra 16 and verse 16. And it says, as an arrow that is shot by a powerful archer does not turn back, so the disasters that will unleash upon the earth won't turn back.
So the Lord's going to unleash plagues on the earth. He ain't going to turn them back, just like an archer can. Once he shoots that bow, hey, bro, like, if my favorite, you know, it's a sad scene, but you already know what's going to happen on Troy and shit. He go for the girl, come with me. You see that dude shoot that arrow, you know it can't stop. It's going to go. I cut it off. It's going to go. It's going to go right through the hill and shit. And then he takes more arrows and shit. Can't stop. You know, like goddamn. He just take them out, but you know you can't stop that arrow. You know, as much as you want, I don't want it to go through the seal. It does. And that's the end of it.
That's what you're talking about, brother. We be kicking up at Odyssey on the beach.
Go ahead.
Verse 17.
2 hours later.
16. This is verse 17. It says, I am doomed. And I am doomed.
Now this is a prophet speaking of the times we're in. He said, woe is me, I am doomed, anguish upon me if the Lord is not on my side in this time. That's what he's saying. He's trying to relay unto you, like, this is a man of the Lord that the Lord dealt with. He was moved aback by what he's seen. So imagine what we're going to see.
It says, who will save me when these days arrive?
Who will save us when these days come? We know who's going to save us. Yeah. These stupid people don't know who the fuck going to save. They think they punk ass government or Trump or their fucking gun or how strong you think you are. But it said the young men going to faint and utterly fail. The mighty men going to cry bitterly and run away naked in that day. So the preface is going to be through. Everybody's going to be done if you don't know Yahweh Shemashah. You're done. And if you're an enemy of his, all you're going to hear is that horn. And the one nigga, Patterson going to be running through the crowd and nigga. Get out, because he's going to know because you're going to and that's going to be the end of your life. You ain't going to be able to utter the name of Yahweh Shemashah before he gets you. Go ahead, huh?
It says, verse 18, the beginning of groaning and a abundance of sighing.
Abundance of sighing and groaning. Go ahead, huh?
The beginning of famine.
The beginning of lack of resources. We already experiencing that. Man, when it really hits, people gonna be through. Go ahead, huh?
And many will perish.
And many will die. That's what perish means, Old English. To die. See, the Lord is so beautiful. The Bible is the only book that tells you through. Like straight up, like we ain't gonna sugarcoat, lie to your ass. You bug out, you're done. You're dead. Fuck you. You know? Yeah. It don't make it seem like, oh, and the Pegasus is gonna come and save you, and then the blue nigga with 5 arms. Oh hell, grab you and that's like the guys in these organizations going down like, I don't want a blue nigga to do nothing for me, man. Yeah. With one sword in one hand and the head, and the nigga got the iPhone in another one, and then the nigga got a fucking DoorDash bag in the other one. Like, goddamn, man, which one you gonna get to? I don't know, but I'm thinking about which hand I'm gonna give your ass. Like, that's crazy.
It says, the beginning of wars.
Ooh, the beginning of wars. It said wars plural.
It says, And powerful ones will be afraid.
And the powerful, say what?
And the powerful ones
Will be afraid.
will be afraid.
Those are your elites. Those are the rulers of your world. Your bankers that started all these wars, including the last 2 world wars. It really is all of the Lord. It's all in Revelation to show you what the hell time it is. Because a nigga can only go to Matthew 24. Oh yeah, wars and rumors of war. Go to Revelation, nigga, and it's gonna tell you what the war really is. A woe. Now, what does woe mean? Is an old English word for affliction, anguish, destruction,
Misery.
misery, man. Languishing. Go ahead,
The beginning of disasters.
the beginning of disasters. We brothers mentioned the earthquakes and wars and the cut off routes and trade and all that. It's very turbulent right now. Go ahead,
And all will be terrified.
all will be terrified. Go ahead,
And what will they do when the disasters come?
And what will you do when these disasters come? Now, can you jump to 2nd Ezra 15? Go to 15.
In the GNTD.
GNTA, where it talks about they're gonna arm themselves. The nation's gonna arm themselves and go to war.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down to.
So yeah, you
This
jump
is-
down. Let the brother read and you jump down there.
Yeah,
This is 2nd Ezra's 15, starting at verse 15.
Go ahead,
It reads, "The war that will bring their destruction is very near."
So, and then now instead of being plural wars, it says the war of their destruction is very near. What war? World War III.
That's right.
They only mentioned 3 of them. That's right. They mentioned 4 or 5 of them. Mentioned 15. The third war.
If I could mention, in World War II and in World War I, there was more casualty deaths than there was on the battlefield. Than like soldiers dying, there was more people that weren't even involved directly in the world that were dying from famine, from crossfire, from pestilences, from different things.
From World War I, World War II, the death count in total increased. You know what I'm saying? Just from World War I was a certain number. World War II was double and triple that. So how much more is coming from? Multi.
People are already dead.
Hey, because we got to keep in mind too, a part of World War III is also the Lord. Yahweh himself is going to be a part of World War III. And it says the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Because he asked earlier about who the victor is going to be. Really, Yahweh Shai will be the victor of World War III.
So it reads.
So the Lord's people are gonna win. Yeah, they're gonna win. He's all surprised and shit. Like, yeah, they're gonna win, bro.
The Lord's coming on the offensive and the defensive.
Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
It reads, "Nations will arm themselves and fight against other nations.
Man.
There will be great political turmoil."
So other nations gonna arm themselves and fight against other nations. Babylon had they armed, but niggas is running low, apparently. And then you got Iran, they getting backed up with weaponry. But then they using old shit. Right. They using shit from 1970 and shit. You know, the launch against the state of Israel and rats. They're like, man, we using our old shit, man.
Even that's getting past the Iron Dome. So how much more
Right.
these new missiles?
Hypersonics, supersonics and shit. And then the Russians is backing them up. And the Chinese. And then China. And another thing, because they know that drone warfare is a thing. But guess what the Iranians did to not be detected? That the American bases couldn't detect the drones that they were sending. They had wooden drones. Same thing happened in World War II for the Japanese to attack Pearl Harbor. They were like, well, how are we gonna bomb their naval fleet at Pearl Harbor when the water is real shallow? It's not like they're in the open sea, they're in shallow water. They like we put a wooden fin on the back of the tail of the torpedo so it can travel through shallow water and hit the ships. So they had to improvise. So that's what the Iranians are doing. They're like, well, we're gonna build drones, but we're gonna build drones that can't be detected. We're gonna build wooden drones that can still do the same thing as a metal drone. That's warfare increasing right there. Yeah.
There will be great political turmoil
Man.
with one group trying to overpower another and gain control.
Political turmoil going into the economics of everything. Who's going to be at the top? And then there's political turmoil here in the States. You don't know what fucking side you on. Because it's not about you, it's about the Lord taking this place down. Isaiah 19, the Egyptians shall fight against the Egyptians. Your political parties are going to go at each other's throats.
It says while ignoring the legitimate government.
But they're ignoring the people here in the States. Oh man, we need help and health care and natural disasters. But you send all this fucking aid half the world away to the Ukraine, to Israel, the state, to that region, to Gaza.
And your own people are suffering.
But your own people are suffering. So was the scripture lying right there? No, it told you the truth. Go ahead.
There will no longer be free access to the cities, because the struggle for power will bring destruction, terror, and total confusion wherever people live.
Now that's martial law. And then you gotta remember, the IDF just joined up with the U.S. Mill. Yeah. So when they send the Northern Army to that side of the world, who the fuck you think coming over here?
Foreign.
They gonna do you just like the people in the strip.
Yep.
Yeah. And they gonna make you strip.
Yeah, because you niggas like the strip.
Yep.
And remember what the history said about the Khazars, right?
Yeah.
That they were a warlike people.
Oh man.
So them rats over there, they're insane, man. And
insane.
there's testimonies coming out about what they're doing to the Gazans, that they take captives, how they're sticking carrots up their ass, they're raping them, stuff like that. They're blowing away children, bro.
They don't give a shit. And you people finance this army to come, like a man Maul. Say, brilliant. He have turned their own army against them. The one you finance is gonna come kill you.
Yep.
You finance your own goddamn murder. You signed your own certificate of death.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
It reads, verse 19, driven by famine and terrible suffering,
Man.
people will assault their neighbors and mercilessly plunder their possessions.
And that's societal collapse right there. That's woo! Forever
purge.
They gonna purge your ass.
You know me.
But you know me. Hey, think it clearly. I get it.
You're retarded.
But I'm an American. I mean, you already said that.
Hey, well,
what
bro,
type of American are you?
brothers brought up the example of 2020 COVID. You had people fighting over toilet paper. There were even cases of people getting stabbed and killed over some toilet paper. So how much more in this time that we're reading about, that we're coming into, with grocery stores emptied out, hyperinflation?
To back you up, also that show or that movie American Blackout, like a short documentary, it showed you how it got to the point, because the first couple of days everybody hugged, trying to come together, and it's a disaster, but we're still gonna barbecue together and shit. But after that third, fourth day, motherfuckers was at each other's throats.
Yep.
See, and then it got to the point in that movie where it shows you that old boy ended up beating the shit out of one dude over a can of peaches.
Yeah.
Niggas was trapped in the elevator and shit.
It is.
In the stairways and shit. God damn.
Yeah, and there was another scene with a dumbass son. Kept trying to help out them, basically the robbers, the marauders that was coming to their father's house, trying to take their shit. The father kept American Blackout. The father kept telling them, don't talk to nobody, man. But the motherfucker was all sympathetic.
The homestead and shit.
Yeah, they had a little, they was prepping, man.
Yeah, just assholes and shit. See? I got a quick insert. Now, this is a quote from the Battle of Passchendaele in World War I, and this is what Rudolph Binding said, the German staff officer. It says, many of the men can hardly speak. You see wild eyes gazing out of faces which are no longer human. That's how fucked up shell shock was for these men.
So that was back then. The scripture said it's going to be a time like never before. So how much more so these Babylonians,
bro,
that ain't used to seeing war and dead bodies,
bro,
and bullets flying.
Bro, just to shut down fuck these niggas.
You're right.
So I'm
This ain't gonna be like
got there, And it says this is page 236. It says trembling like a leaf. It says shell shock. Now if you can get that in second edit, you got it in the second edit? Yeah, when it goes into the men being lost, the bridegroom, awards.
16 and 34.
Ukraine is going through that right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They snatching niggas out of cars and shit.
These bitches are screaming and they don't care. we don't care.
This is 2nd Esdras 16 in the GNTA. verse 34, it says, virgins will mourn, having no bridegrooms.
Now the virgins could be women of marriageable age and actual virgins.
Right there.
You know, you got these young women, they don't know what's going on. All the young little punks that's among them, they gonna get shipped over there. They see the YN, they don't know how to do nothing. They gonna get shipped over there and die. But what's gonna be left for the women? Sure it out.
It says
all they known was fucking shut down. Right. So they gonna be like, help! Somebody help me! Go ahead, up.
It says virgins will mourn, having no bridegrooms.
No bridegrooms, cause your boyfriend Tom and shit, like in that video where the nigga was getting snatched out the car in the crane, bitch screaming at him. He's pepper spraying the nigga with the bitch, grabbing the nigga out. So that's gonna be a little Tommy and Jeffrey and shit, Blake and shit. and them weak ass niggas that killed Nova, you bitch ass niggas is going over there too. Weak ass fools. You gonna go your ass over there, you gonna die over there in Western Asia. Fucking clowns. Go ahead,
Warren.
Yeah, Warren. Go ahead,
It says women will mourn, having no husbands.
And women gonna mourn having no husbands. And it tells you in another place their husbands gonna die of famine. Cause you gonna be those villagers I was talking about. You got villagers and villagers. I just might farm. We don't give a damn you on this farm. We gonna take this farm. Go ahead,
It says their
like,
daughters.
Like on the end of Salaki, on the end of what was that movie, man, with Christian Bale and they had Gad in it. What was that movie called? Hostiles. He said I got a letter from the President of the United States that this is his burial ground and we're here to bury him. He said, I don't give a damn what that paper says, what your president says. You ain't burying that engine on this land. This is my land. He had a gun to him and shit. He's like, are you listening to me? It's a letter from the president. He's like, no, you ain't listening to me. It's gonna get like that, bro. They ain't gonna give a fuck about some paperwork or who you is. They gonna be, hey, you ain't listening to me. Get your ass off this land. Go ahead.
It says, going back to verse.
Got it. 37.
Read the 37.
You get to read 36.
35. It says their grooms will be killed in war.
Their grooms, which is their husbands to be, is gonna be killed in war. But what did our law say? Like, hey man, you got a little lady. Man, leave the battlefield, go handle that, man. And they come to the front, but these niggas, they gonna throw them right out there. They don't give a shit if the nigga got wet, felt the warmth of a woman out. They gonna throw his ass out there into the mud and shit. Damn, go ahead,
And their husbands will perish from famine.
Woo! And their husbands gonna perish for lack of resources because you can't run down the street, you can't do shit, you can't even join your military, you so out of shape. So you gonna die here in the state, you think, well, he's like, woo! Like niggas at the job, oh man, just passed me. Like, yeah, you through, bro. It's gonna be war here, bro. Like, the more the war wages on, it's gonna be a wartime economy and everything that you think you gonna get is gonna go to the warfront. Not to you. You ain't gonna be able to get what you usually get. Let me get the burger a double patty. Hey man, we ain't got that, man. We got the lettuce burger for your week ass. We got cheese and we got ham. That'd be $300 in American. $300. He's like, I got Canadian.
Would you say it's gonna go back to an old school bartering system?
Yeah, bro. And the strongest will survive.
Yeah, supply and demand.
That's it. Go ahead, out.
So this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 36. And in the caption it says exhortation to God's suffering people. It says the headline. It says exhortation to God's suffering people.
Now it's going into the exhortation of the Lord speaking unto his people, us. But the brother just mentioned bridegrooms are going to be destroyed and killed in these wars. And I was listening to the bros in New York, the brother Amron Gabar and them brothers, and they said there's a lot of places around the world that have shortages of men because this war is really getting amped up in different theaters and shit. They ain't tell you how many fucking men is really gone and shit. But it says America that have a shortage of men. It says these countries that have shortages of men are Uruguay, Armenia, Russia, because they in war with Ukraine and shit, Norway,
Denmark,
That's
El Salvador, that's one of the tribes of Zebulun. Because a lot of them is gang niggas is in that jail or they dead and shit. There's a beast that killed their ass. It's El Salvador, Estonia, Iceland, Galaris, Finland, and Portugal. Those are the places that are desolate of men. And they got the women folk out there that need money. So it just goes to show you how real this shit is. It's really real. And here in America, yeah, you got a lot of niggas walking around, men. These niggas is weak as hell, bro. They might as well put a dress on, shit. Because they ain't men. They ain't willing to fight the Iranians. That's destroying your infrastructure. So what the fuck you gonna do? Go ahead, I read 40. Okay. And this brother gonna get the last verse, and that's it.
This is going back to 2nd Ezra 16 and 40. It says, in the same way, these disasters will not delay to come forth on the earth, but the world will groan and pangs will envelop in it.
The birth pains that Yahushua mentioned, was the man lying? No, he told you the truth. But if you will not hear it, then you don't access nothing. We're going to tell you the truth. And if you will not hear it, don't access a goddamn thing. And when you finally do, we're going to be gone.
Yeah.
Go ahead up.
That was it.
This is the book of Ezekiel 33, beginning at verse 32.
That's right.
It says, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that has a pleasant voice and can play well of an instrument. Niggas can come by and do a thumbs up or niggas scream at us to stop. But hey, man, we still gonna sing this song, whether you want to dance to it or not.
That's right.
It don't matter. It's gonna keep playing.
That's right.
You know?
That's
and
right.
you gonna be had whatever way you heard it. Whether you heard it, you got yourself right, blessed are you. Or if you heard it and got fucking mad, then you gonna fucking die. That says, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. So you're hearing our words, but you're not doing them. But you're gonna be through. And we're gonna see you and little Sally and Tommy. We're gonna step right over your ass and keep you pushing us. We don't give a shit about you, man. You didn't give a damn about the word. We gonna keep it moving. Now you gotta die. It says, and when this cometh to pass, and it's gonna come to pass, because it's gonna get to a point where our enemies are so close to us, they're gonna see how we have food in abundance, and you don't have it, and you won't be able to do nothing against us. Lo, it will come. It will come. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among you. Then you gonna know a prophet was among you, or a company of prophets were among you. Last thing, it says, trembling like a leaf, shell shock. And this is the quote. It says, a mental health in the military. First known in World War I. It says, there is no man, just like the prophecies, if it's been prophesied, there's no man that has power against it. How much more is this going to be shell shock when this society crumbles? It says, there is no man on earth who can stick this thing forever. Unidentified soldier about shell shock. He's like, you ain't gonna be able to stick it forever. You're gonna catch up to him, black ass. That's it. You got it.
Hey, so Lord willing, this free preacher was edifying to the hopeful elect, and that's what we're out here for, to wake up the hopeful elect. We're gonna praise the peace once again, give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakadash. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai.
Once again, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who grew well through the Spirit, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect who are continuing to fight and teach this thing of ours in truth and sincerity. It's been great millstone Los Angeles, and Lord willing for the next lesson. Shalom.
Shalom.
Come here, Charlotte.
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 Where were you
when the Israelites took over the planet? People of earth, we know who we worship. Shalom.